taken in 2.5 years.
Cool.
Best ever notes. I can actually get information from these notes.
7 notes
There's,
to be proud
there's
of.
viable data. This is maybe the first time. The first time.
My
Ever.
my notes from last session aren't particularly good. They basically say Coupe de Grease and Bacon finishing off Hayden. I don't know. I don't really know what that means. Oh, it won't focus.
Was I eating bacon at the end of the night? I think it probably was.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, did you? Was he thinking
Final,
about something
final
else, Dave?
bacon. Yeah, that was the coup de Greece, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it. That finished him off.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Shall we make a
That's
start,
for the
Johnson?
year.
Yes.
That's for the year so far, I think.
What about my dice? Can't game without my dice.
Would you like to borrow mine? They're just here.
Yes, please. Oh no, it's all right.
What? D20. Rolled a 9.
Okay.
Here's a D12.
Okay. Shall we begin then?
Yes.
Hayden, would you take us in?
Previously on Dark Heresy.
Episode 50. A half century. Time, space, and fate. It's all shifted. Corruption of the miasma is paramount. Yarn blinked, and in a moment it seemed as if half a year had passed. Was it really just a moment ago that Spinebreaker's agent had made an assassination attempt on Cell 53? Vengeance, Derek Schneider, an eye for an eye. Arnold's spirits were out of alignment. He was covered in blood and chunks of meat, and he grasped the chain axe, Final Darkness. Blood was everywhere, covering everything. Arnold wasn't himself. It was as if he was still wielding the demon axe, Phobos. His eyes were feral, savage. Was he returning to the Berserker's path? Yarn had tried to save his soul. Was that futile?
Yes.
Put us all out of our misery, James. You can end the game at any time.
Glory is yours, and yours alone.
Only you have the power to end this madness.
Pray for
Once
death.
for all.
The sweet release. An end to suffering.
Tasted.
If only for a moment. Arnold and Alexa decided to go to the Crow and get drunk. Yarn told them that was foolish. Hadn't they just survived an assassination attempt, and now they intended to split up and go to an illegal bar? Pause for Brownie.
Threat's gone. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yarn was right. Yarn was always right. It was folly. His words moved them both. Arnold instead opened up his hit flask of clear. Quintius calmed into Mattis, the interrogator, and changed his mind about faking his own death. It seemed a lot like hard work, and in the end, he couldn't be bothered. Mattis was convinced that Spinebreaker's spymaster was none other than Nathaniel Blake, Lucius's data savant. His arrival on board had been too convenient, and Mattis trusted his instincts.
It's a claw. That's what it was.
Mattis offered assistance and resources and counselled Quintius to get himself some new threads and an upgraded weapon at Ridge Station. He insisted that this trade mission was important and that the success of the whole campaign was riding upon it.
So no pressure.
Don't fuck it up, Quintius. Don't fritter Lucius's scant resources away. Jan went back to his tried and tested divination. He drew a ritual circle using the blood of traitors. He tried to uncover the mole by beseeching his ancestors. Arnold assumed a fetal position. He knew the horrors that the shaman could summon. But the ritual failed this time. Nixius calmed into Jan. He asked for the shaman to keep an eye on his team of specialists while he was away. Cell 54, they needed a firm hand. Pause for Johnny. It had been a long day. The team rested. And meanwhile, Horace Horatio Butterfield caught his breath and shared a flan with his best friend Bom Bom. It is day 13 after the orbital assault. It is the last day to tidy up any loose ends. For tomorrow, the Malevolence will arrive at Ridge Station. A shopping trip of great import. Okay. That is where we shall begin. We're going to start on day 13. And I'm just going to go through just briefly what people are going to do on the power play, or what I've got people down for, and just check that everyone's still happy with that. And then we'll start to work our way through this last day of power play. It's your last chance to kind of clear up any loose ends on board the ship before you go on to the next phase of the campaign, which is to board a space station and to spend the rogue traders, or rather the Inquisitors' money, on resources, weapons, or what have you, mercenaries, to supplement, the later stages of the campaign. So what I've got down in my very good notes, I have that Quintius. So far, what I've got down for you is that you'd like to speak with Laura.
Yep.
You'd like to speak with Melissa.
Yep.
And you'd like to visit the infirmary.
Yep.
That may not take your full day, but that's enough to get started with.
Mm-hmm.
You still happy with that pick?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you wanted to say? Or anything else you wanted to add on?
There was
at this
something.
stage.
Just a second. Where was it? I made a note last session, and I can't find the fucking thing now. I'll come back to me. I'll find it.
Yeah. No worries. So I have Alexa. You spent the night with Bodo.
Yes.
You were intending to go with him tomorrow and spend some time at the
Factorum.
Yes, the Factorum. That is, it's been designed.
Yeah.
And it's the groundwork is being laid for the Factorum itself. Up until now, you have basically put Bodo in charge of the whole operation.
Yeah.
And you've also attached pretty much all the other members of your team.
Yeah.
You've also got the help of the engineers, which you managed to recruit, including one particular engineer called Orm,
Mm-hmm.
who has a bit of a heavy breathing problem.
That's normal for engineers.
And he's also, he's a bit of a prodigy amongst the engineers. So that's what you've got down as your choice. Are you happy with that choice?
I am happy with that, yes.
Okay. So, Jan, I've got written down here, I don't know if you actually settled on anything or not. I have got here down, well, first thing you did, or first thing you have already done and will do, is to visit Cell 54 in the morning. But you've still got your day. I've got here written down Tattoo Legend. So, I don't know. So there's a few things you have been working out. There's a few things. Okay.
Circles.
Yeah. So you've already made a start on the circle tech, if you like.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to try and finish that one off. You've also done some work on actually putting the tattoos on you. But again, if you get more research and information, you can perhaps do a better job of it when it comes to actually finalise it too. Well, I think your focus has been on kind of, let's say, avoiding corruption or defending against corruption and defending yourself against the corrupting influence of the miasma.
Yeah, that's yes.
Terribly sensible.
Yeah.
Very sensible. Yeah. So so you want to carry on with the circle tech, basically.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like Constantine style, like you've seen the Constantine film.
I have, yes. I quite liked
so
it. I've
he's got
ripped off quite a bit to put into this game, actually.
Yeah, don't blame you. It's quality, I love it. Something like his forearm tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of
So, Tommy Lee, I know what you were doing.
I was painting.
Courtney, you said you were wanting to build up some rep with the Inquisitorial Guards. So you wanted to improve your rep with those. Are you still happy with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Nixius, you were doing some research when you rolled for that, so you don't really have a choice to back out of that one now. And so that leaves really we've got some picks for Arnold and Cletus. So, have you got any ideas what you'd like to do? Do you want me to go through your options? Do you want me to go through what you've been doing in the past?
Because
Or
Arnold,
have you?
this is last day Arnold can power play, is it?
Well, yeah. As in the next stage is going on to this ridge station.
Yeah.
So there may be opportunities once
like
it's time
Am I all right?
tidy up any loose ends. Yeah, tidy up any loose
well,
ends.
it feels like is anything Arnold's been doing is sort of like a day-to-day basis.
Mhm.
He's not gonna go see the orphans today. He's gonna go and take these shiny bits. Just do something for himself instead of doing something for ship for a change. Take the shiny bits to the engineering. Take some orc teeth there and start just using some of the milling equipment or even just one of the hammers and nails, and he's gonna. There's only about 15 or 20 of them, so he's going to put a hole in each and thread them together like a shoulder mail. He can probably get that done in about 2 or 3 hours, working at a good pace. It's not going to add. It's just aesthetics what he's doing.
Yeah.
And the other one is going to sort of like bore a hole in each one of the orc's teeth and bind them around his wristbands. No. He's going to put them as a necklace so everybody can see the orc teeth as he walks around as a bit of a trophy. For himself, so he's going to have a bit of a day. So like, doing a few
You're going to do a bit of crafting. Yeah, you're going to do a bit of crafting. So you're going to go to the technical workshop and you're going to do a bit of crafting. You've got access, as do all the acolytes. If you need to use the facilities there, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, and while I'm there, I'm just going to heat up some metal, and beat it with a hammer, like into some sort of like really pointy, nice shape for everybody to be impressed by, and then go back and do my job. You know what I mean?
And then you're going to hail some scones on these spikes.
You want to? So you want to do a bit of beating, do you?
Yeah, I'm just going to beat some metal and beating. If anybody wants a hammer in the forge, I'll be like, I remember doing this. Bending our first blade.
Okay. So, what about Cletus? Now, Cletus, you do not have permission to leave the cell. You are still a slave. At the minute, Cletus is asleep. But what have you? If you can just tell me out of character, have you got an idea what you'd like to do in your last day of power play? Your options are limited because you can't leave.
I'm waiting for the mash to be ready, before I can construct any more of this.
Yes.
The
So that would be
been done by the engineers.
So you've got a still, you've got the power to the still. Alexa has rerouted power from life support to power your still. And it's off the books.
They've put a good trade-off.
So it only takes a little bit to heat a still, right? I mean, the ship's got loads of energy for life support. It doesn't need it all, does it?
No, it can
so, the mash is mashed. The mash is doing its thing.
You have to take the life support out of that Dominic Quartermaster's
Yes.
I mean, these are options. These are all guys. This is a sandbox. These are options. If you want to change what you're going to do in your day, you're welcome to
I'm going
do so.
to.
But we'll come to that. However, let me warn you that assassinating other members of the crew may result in a disciplinary or not. I mean, but
I've been chewed
it
out.
tends
I've been chewed
to
out
be
before.
it tends to be frowned upon. Tends to be frowned upon. Tends to be frowned upon. But who knows? This is an odd ship, right? Full of odd people. Would anyone even notice? Who knows?
I would.
Okay. Would you resent or would you be happy if Alexa killed the quartermaster?
Little
It's
column A, little column B.
It's such a quick, easy fashion as just cutting off his hair.
I'd just be annoyed that I wasn't included. If she told me what she was going to do and let me watch, I'd be fucking ecstatic.
Okay. Okay.
Remember that, Alexa? I like to watch.
We could get a picture, Gordon, of his final gasp.
So
We've got security we could hack into.
it's times like
Quiche.
this when I question the wisdom of giving Johnny full control over the ship. I mean, you could say that's a daft thing to do.
I mean, some of us questioned it the moment you announced it, but hey,
I mean,
here
some,
we are.
Some people say you shouldn't let some of your characters see the future and skip all your plot. You shouldn't let some of your players just do as they like in the starship. Open
You just
air,
like to watch the world burn now. That's it.
you know me so well.
We're here to destroy Alan's world if Alan doesn't destroy it first.
Yeah, well,
The race is on.
they're fantastic. So,
Well, I'm going to still try
Sam.
increasing crew morale, and helping the ship survive. You lot can crash it, but I'm going to fight against you.
You stand. I'll hold the door. So, Cletus, you do you want me to go through Cletus's options? I can show you.
Yeah,
what you can
let's
do.
hear
He hasn't got much.
Cletus.
So there is a handout for power play, but there isn't much for Cletus because someone might say that you've just made two completely combat-focused characters with.
Well, why would anybody do that?
Anyone might say that. Just a casual observer might say that. So what else
I mean,
can you do?
like,
Let's go through. Let's go through
I
what you
just
can do.
wanted to be a lizard man with bruised beer. I am. Maybe I
That's
should
what you
make
are,
myself
mate.
like Doc Croc out of
Doc Croc.
Spider-Man. Face
So,
myself in.
Cletus. So I'll read out this handout I've done for Cletus
I'm
power
looking
play.
overseeing work, the crafting, moonshine.
Yeah, so it says
skill.
yeah. So you can train stats. That's quite slow. You can improve reputation, but that's not available to Cletus. You can train skills. Anything you can do inside the confines of your cell. You crafting. You've only got moonshine, but you're on with that already. You're not really good at social research. You can't really do that. There's not many options there. So really, all you've got is train statistic, train skill, unless you can think of anything that I've not got down on the list. If you've got anything that you can think of, it's not there.
It's limited while I'm in there, so
you a slave.
Cletus is going to keep listening and increase his perception skills.
Okay, so you want to increase perception? Yep.
Yeah.
And that's something you've done before. So it's not the first time you've done this. Okay. Thanks, guys. So we've got you all with your ideas. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off in Cell 53's chamber. Yarn, you've already headed off to Cell 54's chamber. Alexa, you didn't sleep here. You're sleeping with Bodo. So at the minute in this chamber there is Quintius. There is Arnold. There's no sign of Kara. The room is quite clean. The cleaning services have been all over the place, and it's looking as spick and span as you might like. There's a stormtrooper on the door, and the only other person here is Jeeves, who is setting the table and preparing your breakfast. He's got a pot of recap on the go. The smell permeates through the room, and so it's just you two in play at the moment, and Jeeves.
Is it not possible that Jeeves could be potentially the spy?
I mean, it's certainly possible.
Because he was acquired. He was acquired on on that planet, and he seemed to have been educated.
But there was
But you
spies
picked
suspecting.
Jeeves. You picked Jeeves. You
him.
selected him specifically.
And there was.
Did you?
There was
did you recruit
infiltrators
him?
on
Are you
board
working for
before
Spycrack?
we got there.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
But is it possible to be Jeeves? All things are possible within my diseased mind.
Just a thought. It's just a thought. I mean, it's just I was thinking aloud. You know what I mean?
You can trust Jeeves. You can't trust Jeeves. Who can you trust?
I mean, he seems to be in the loop, doesn't he? You know what I mean? Because he's like there all the time.
You chose Jeeves. Out of all the other manservants, you guys chose him. Along with the other mutant slaves. You picked them all. You hand-selected them and brought them up from the planet. Surely they can be trusted.
Surely.
Surely.
Just a thought. Ignore me anyway.
I mean, he's not been around while we've been discussing important things.
No. It's true. Lurking in the cupboards. Waiting. Taking notes. Recordings.
Waiting.
What's going on? Why is there sinister music playing while we're discussing Jeeves?
It's just a coincidence, Dave.
I do actually have my suspicions about Jeeves, but not necessarily that he's the traitor. I suspect Jeeves of something else, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. That's my mission.
Jeeves to Airlock 363. Jeeves to Airlock E363.
No, Jeeves, don't listen to her.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, Jeeves, don't go near the airlocks. Right, I'd like to speak to Jeeves. As a matter of fact,
Jeeves is there waiting. He has a coffee. He sees you getting up, moving towards the table, and he pours you a recaf in anticipation.
Of course
that
he
you want
does.
one.
The creep. Don't want to blow his cover, does he?
He's a manservant.
It's what his
He's
job
specifically
is.
here. That is literally his job. Is literally his job to wait on Quintius.
I know it is.
That is why he was hired to
I'm
do
just
this
being a
exact
dick.
thing that he is doing.
you're exceptionally good at your job. I might have to quiche you off this ship. I'm going to approach Jeeves and say, Jeeves, my good man, have you given any thought to our arrangement? You may recall that some time ago I suggested that you are not a slave, you are an employee, and that arrangement would continue as a means of you paying for your passage to Ridge Station. Once we reach Ridge Station, you are free to leave my employment, or you may stay on if you'd like, and the same arrangement will be made for any other planet we come across on our path. Any thoughts?
Well, sir, I have actually given this quite a deal of thought, and you have preempted this topic of discussion with me. I understand that we are to arrive at Ridge Station very shortly, and as far as I've been able to deduce, I have not been cleared to come on board with the party, sir. It seems to be, from my perspective, quite a disagreeable proposition. I don't see how I'm to be able to take the opportunity to be put aboard at Ridge Station if I may not leave the ship. And I also don't see how I'm meant to act as your manservant if you leave me on board either. So for either option, it seems that my place would be by your side as you leave this malevolence and head over to the space station. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, the thing is, Jeeves, I have some rather important business to attend to aboard Ridge Station. I won't be needing your services for that time. I was thinking, if you do wish to go aboard Ridge Station and stay there, not join us on our continued voyage, then I can arrange for you to be given permission to board the station. But if you wish to stay in my employ, then I will not be needing you aboard the station. And I would prefer it if you would stay here and look after Miss Melissa, and maybe Miss Laura, should she require your assistance with anything.
Just get a truck. I've just made a ballistic skill test. I've grabbing a coin and I'm chucking it through the cup while they're holding, because I've just woke me both up having this bloody conversation. Going, keep it down, will you? Got hangover.
You make a cold shot, and it's a very difficult shot. So even though you've got a sore head, your aim is true, Arnold. And
Very
Jeeves
good.
looks at you, Arnold, like he's seen you for the first time, and he twitches this awful kind of nervous tick that he has, and his head flicks to one side as the coin flies by.
Because he's a traitor.
And I'm going to not react to Arnold's shenanigans at all and stay utterly focused on Jeeves.
Okay, very good. And Jeeves looks at you again, sir, and
Sir! Alan
face
just
is-
called me sir out of character!
Go fuck yourself, Dave. So anyway, he looks at you. His face it doesn't seem to give too much away. He looks at you and he says, "It is not my place, sir, to question you, but I must register my disapproval. My place is by your side. If you're on an important mission, then that is exactly where I should be, by your side, defending you, watching. If you have any requirements while you're on board the station, I will be there. My place is there with you. It is not to be left behind."
As my employee, Jeeves, your place is to be exactly where I tell you to be. And besides, I will not be alone. I will have plenty of protection. Arnold will be there. Nixius will be there, along with a few others. I don't think I'll need my slippers fetching or anything like that, Jeeves.
Okay. Make a awareness roll.
Make a bullshit roll. Awareness, you say?
Sight base.
Oof, 3 degrees of success.
It
Okay.
is from.
So you see, actually, I'll just move your token over a bit closer. So you see, Jeeves, he's trying to control his emotions. He's trying to control his, the face that he's presenting to the world, and he's got himself under quite a close grip. But you're quite adept at seeing visual tells, even when the other person is trying to hide them, and sometimes especially so. He seems quite angry at the prospect that you are, in effect, leaving him behind and not allowing him to come on to the mission with you. So, and he's got his anger in check, and he's doing quite a good job of not giving away this emotion. But the tells are there, clear as day for you, Quintius.
Okay, I'm going to say, however, on second thoughts, if you do decide to remain in my employ and not leave us at Ridge Station, and you would like to board the station to spend some of your hard-earned wages, which shall be presented forthwith, I'm sure I can arrange for permission for you to board the ship in such a manner.
Pretty good, sir. And what should you be having for breakfast? And he kind of gestures to the what's available or what's been delivered already, and it's just a selection of kind of meats and brie bread or whatever.
Read
With a
bread.
breakfast
says,
down is going to head to the table.
Sorry, are you going to join
Head to
join
the
the program?
table, yes.
Do you want to move your token to where you are, please, Ed?
I will. Let's just keep it out of it for a minute.
So and Jeeves says to you, so yes, Quintius as well. He says, you have asked me directly twice, sir. My role or my purpose is to be a butler, sir. I have trained my whole life for this role. My place is by your side. I have no desire to wander off and make a new life for myself in this place or any other place. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Very good. I just want you to be aware that the option is there for you, Jeeves. Now,
And the collar, sir, if I am, you did mention before that we could perhaps
yes,
have this collar removed. It does weigh heavy upon the neck.
I will speak with the relevant people today, and
Jonathan's expression there is priceless. He's like, I don't like it. Why does he want the collar off?
I will speak.
Why would
with the-
anyone want an explosive collar around the neck, Johnny? That's
I
perfectly
like-
normal
yeah.
to want rid of it.
Oh, Alexa would love to remove that.
I will speak with the relevant people today, Jeeves. I have a few appointments to keep, and I shall
That's Alexa.
look into it.
It's fussy,
I
busy.
can call Nixius if you want. Get him over here.
No, Arnold.
I need one.
No, Arnold. I'll deal with it.
Well, oh yeah. I suppose I
He's
will.
my slave.
I'm going to sit down on the chair you're stood next to.
He's my property.
I'm
I'll
gonna-
deal with him.
I'm going to nudge.
Literally,
I'm gonna-
literally his property.
Yeah, I'm going to nudge Arnold under the table with my foot, sort of get him to look at me and just give him a look like this, and see if he understands what that look means.
I'm going to just check my fly for a second. And then...
No, you're terrible at reading visual cues, Arnold.
No, he is. And it's going to start eating me.
Yeah, so Jeeves serves you both, and he serves you, gets you what you want. And he pours you a recap if you want one, Arnold, as well.
Jeeves, could you do me a favour? Could you knock up a ham and cheese sandwich, please, to go?
I mean, yes, of course, it would be re-cheese, sir.
That's
not really a
fine.
problem.
Is it re-ham or is it real ham?
Well, it's reconstituted ham, but I believe it has seen grox along the line somewhere.
So have I.
But Arnold's going to pipe up and goes, well, I've a bit of a thing going with our Butterfield. If you go see him, get some fresh fish and we'll have some fresh fish, salted fish sandwich. Sounds lovely. Straight back from Fenrisian. I have a few recipes. It involves salt and fish, and bread. It's very good.
What about the skin? Do you eat the skin of the fish?
Oh, but only heretics do that.
Oh, right. Okay. Noted.
Very good, sir.
I'm gonna eat my breakfast, and I'm gonna take the sandwich he makes me on my journey.
Please add a sandwich to your.
I'm not gonna have it on me that long. Actually, I'm gonna say to Arnold. Arnold, I'm just thinking about last night. Something Jan said about not splitting up. Do you think maybe we should stick together today? I only have a couple of trifling things to take care of, and then I'll come with you and keep you company while you do whatever you want.
I really wanted to go across it. Okay, coming.
You two are going to stick together today.
Yeah, and Arnold's gonna come. Quintius is reluctantly, but he's gonna grab some string and some arc teeth to mess about with while Quintius is talking to people.
You picking up all the you picking up all the bits as well, are you?
No, I'm
just
gonna leave the bits. I'll just do the teeth. So probably. Okay. Oh well, if we're going to do my bit, I'll take the bits anyway. I'll take the bits
and the teeth. Okay.
I was intending to visit the place with the Alexa, whatever it's called. Anyway, so we can go there together.
Quintius, did you kill an orc?
I don't think so.
Did anybody else kill an orc? The Yard must have killed an orc. He kills everything.
If I recall, I got hit by a grenade very early in the fight against the orcs and spent the whole fight unconscious.
Which nearly was the got all the cool shit.
Yeah, James was using his stave at that point. I think the only one who could even hurt the orcs was you, Hater.
Okay.
Maybe because you made your character purely for combat.
I literally did negative damage and hurt myself.
Just one point I want to make as well, Quintus. You had a great night's sleep. You're not quite sure why, but maybe it's this luxurious cushion.
Scented pillow.
Slightly scented, subtly scented. But yes, you've.
Did I have a good night's sleep in the jaws of a crocodile?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But you were. It was kind of drunk, restless sleep as well, and yeah, it wasn't. No, it just went like that. You put your head down and then you woke up almost instantaneously. Do you feel rested?
Yeah. To the sound of Jeeves'
not really.
grating stutter.
Jeeves says, Sir, if I may be so bold, may I have a word in private?
I mean, anything you need to say can be said in front of Arnold, Jeeves. But if you're not comfortable, then would you like to follow me to my office?
Very good, sir.
Okay.
Quintius has got an office.
And I'm assuming
I
I'm only.
I thought you had like a command meeting in the toilet again.
I mean, that's literally what I was about to do. I was about to go to the toilet. I'm gonna get my weapons belt, put that on, and my jacket and my bowler hat and my walking cane, and I'm gonna head to the toilet and gesture for Jeeves to follow me. And I'm not actually gonna go to the toilet.
While they're going to the toilet,
We're not going to the
Arnold
toilet.
is-
We're going to my office. I made that very clear.
He's not even spoken it to you. Anyway, he's while you're going to your office, Arnold will go and rake up the rest of this meat and start shoveling it. Add a bit of clear to his coffee as well.
Yeah, you just start
And,
hoovering up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now you feel ready to
just-
face the day, Arnold. Now you
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
more
I'm
like...
going to do a few dips on the side of my chair as well after I've eaten all this stuff. Depends how long we're talking.
Cool. And come on. So Jeeves says to you, Quincy says, "Sir, I just wanted to give you somewhat of a warning, if I may. I've been obviously seeing the Lady Laura quite a bit. I saw her last night when you sent me off to get you a pillow. She's very casual, very subtle in the way that she asks, but she's trying to get information from me about you. She's trying to use me to spy on you to a degree, I suppose. It's like I say, quite subtle, but she is trying to get information about you, and I thought you should know."
Really? What sort of thing does she want to know? Inside leg measurement?
and Jeeves, he doesn't break a smile, and he twitches, and it's quite off-putting when he does that. His head just goes to one side, and he says, "No, sir." You know what? No, he says no. What he says is very droll, and he says, and he says she was inquiring about the events of yesterday. She was trying to understand what had occurred. She knew that something had happened, that the ship had gone into a heightened state of security, let us say. But she doesn't know exactly what occurred in this room yesterday. And she was digging, sir.
Interesting. I mean, I assume...
Johnny, you think everyone is a traitor on this ship? And maybe you are right.
I assume that she's just inquiring after my well-being. I believe she has a little bit of a thing for me, after all, Jeeves. But, thank you for the information.
Yes, sir. Very good, sir. And I shall try and look out for her and Melissa while you are gone. And if you can arrange for me to get access to the ship, that would be greatly appreciated. Or to the station, rather. That'd be greatly appreciated.
I'll see what I can do, Jeeves. And before tomorrow morning, you will have your wage, as promised.
Very good.
2 thrones per day, I believe, was our agreement.
I don't fucking know, Dave.
It was, yeah.
Yes. I can't wait to spend it all on board.
That's a lot of money for a fucking servant.
It's quite a lot of money. Quite a lot of money. I think you guys have got thrown. You've thrown rich. You used to flying all these thrones.
I mean, I'm not. I've got fuck all. I've got 45.
Are you on the table again, Hayden? Why are you on the table again? You can't stay off.
I've got 45 thrones, but I haven't got my wages off Laura.
Okay.
Which I metagamingly know she has.
Okay.
Okay, well, if that'll be all, Jeeves,
Yes.
very good. I do have a small task for you today, actually. I could do with some more clothing. I seem to believe you're quite adept at procuring such things. What I'm looking for is something flamboyant.
Chief says, in all honesty, sir, mostly I've been leaning quite heavily upon Laura for any requirements of clothing.
Oh, well, don't worry about it.
It's not easy to find flamboyancy here on the ship. I do have some skill of tailoring, but I don't believe I'll be able to get anything knocked up in time for your journey. But my understanding is there is a large manner of clothes to be potentially purchased on board the station.
Yes, but I was hoping to have something, suitable before I got there. But don't worry about it. I have another plan.
I can see what I can do. If you want to leave me your jacket, sir.
Yes.
Perhaps I can, do what I can in the time allowed.
I've got my jacket on. I've got Obadiah's jacket in the my chest as well. Which one is probably the nicest looking?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say that Obadiah's jacket is a bit more well-to-do than Quintius.
I shall leave him Obadiah's jacket.
Yeah. Leave it with me, sir. You'll be looking very dashing for your trade expedition, I wager.
Well, obviously. Right. Well, daylight's burning, Toodle Pip. I'm off. Arnold!
Did you do the best friends ritual with your friend there, like you did Alexa?
Secret handshake, Arnold.
That's not the case. They use kind of something different on Fenris. But, boys will be boys, eh? How else do you make a best friend?
I have no idea, truth be told. Never had one.
That concerns me. There's something you're not telling me.
Let's be off. Let's go.
That's what they do on Fenris.
Ready to move along, guys?
I'm going to chuck you a lump of meat and bread. I'll save these for you.
I'm going to try and catch it.
Oh, let's have a bliss skill roll, plus 20 on a plus 30 for Arnold. How good the throw is.
Okay, I'm going to try for it right into your hand.
You're doing a cold shot then, minus 20, so plus 10.
Yeah, fuck it.
Nice. And we'll have a agility test at plus 40 for the catch. Plus of how good the throw is. Going right into your hand, Quintius.
This will be a one-handed catch.
Yeah, that's fine. You couldn't possibly fuck this up.
You're right. I pluck it out of the air.
Definitely. You can do tasks, sleight of hand, manipulation. You can do all these things.
Physical
You've
tasks.
leveled up.
Physical tasks are my speciality.
You've
good catch. That's half expected to drop it.
Right.
Get it down you anyway. Let's go then.
Office 4.
Come on, Arnold.
1 second. One minute. Jeeves. Can I?
Yes,
I'm just going to pick the flask up. The flask, one of the cups up of coffee, and walk off with it. Is the full one? It's for me and Quintius on the go.
Good idea.
A bit out of the pipe. Yeah, we'll get a cup for Quintius.
Do you want anything from Jeeves? Sorry, did you call Jeeves over or?
Oh, I was just going to nick his coffee.
No, Jeeves didn't have a coffee, but you can take the the flask, no problem.
Yeah, I'll take the flask for me and Quintius. Make us efficient.
Oh, just one thing. There's one other thing that I wanted to say. When you pick up these shiny bits that you said you wanted to do, something underneath them.
Ooh.
You find.
Landmine.
Oh,
Seems
what
to be
is it?
There's a little skull under there, small. It's a servo skull, very small.
How small? Is it child size?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to crush it in my hand.
You're going to crush the servo skull? Okay, make a strength test.
One-handed.
One-handed? Minus 20.
One-handed. Yeah, let's do it. Just because it's ridiculous. I like those odds.
Okay, it's stronger than it looks, Arnold, and yeah, you're not sure that it's. Maybe need a vice or something. I don't know.
No, I'm going to add a fate point to that number.
No. You just have to do that beforehand. Hayden.
Oh, do you? What for?
Oh no. Okay. Well,
plus,
no. Unless the GM says that's okay, which I know Dave does, and that's fine. Or has said
Oh,
in
is that-
the last game.
Okay.
But yeah, but that's not something that I've allowed before. And,
Oh, okay.
I did that
So-
because it was a very important role.
yeah, but
Alright,
it's just
I won't-
I mean, me and Dave, we try and keep our rules fairly similar, but it doesn't.
It's okay. I
necessarily
won't.
mean that
I won't
do
plus
things
the fate
differently.
point for that. I just don't manage to crush it.
You can
but I'll
re-roll
pick
it.
up.
You could re-roll it with a fate point if you want.
Arnold, what's the delay?
No,
Come on.
no.
But you would
No.
just use a fate. It
No,
won't be
that's
bad.
quite a
It's
good
like,
use
what's
of
this?
like
I found this.
an
I was going to try and
alternative.
crush it, but it's tougher than what I thought. And
Don't
I've got.
wait. Don't crush it, Arnold. What is it?
It's a fucking metal skull hiding. One of those. What do you call them? The tracker skulls.
Oh,
I think someone's been watching us with this metal head.
well, rather than destroy
It's
it,
been
why don't
watching
we?
me sleep?
Why don't we take it to Alexa and
weirdo.
find out what it's actually been doing?
It's been watching me sleep. I tell you, that's what it is. And eat.
Right. Well,
Shit,
maybe
sharpen my axe.
maybe it has, but what if it's not? What if it's been doing something else? Let's go and take it to Alexa.
Crush
It might be a clue.
Crush it. No survivors. Eliminate all leads.
Don't listen to the voice in your head, Arnold. Let's use it. It's intel.
Skulls for the skull. Skulls for the skull. Full skull. Okay, let's take it to Alexa. I need to go see her anyway for some shiny bit drilling.
Exactly. And I was going to take her a sandwich.
James, you trying to say something there?
I was thinking that's kind of a cool use of fate point to add +10, like as an
Yeah, you can do.
alternative
I mean,
to
you can do.
That's-
like, +10 to. I know, but +10 to cross the threshold instead of like having +10 is nice. That's like using the double and getting the re-roll at +10 as well, getting double your use. But quite a lot of rolls will fail, or when they do fail, it might be nice to get that 1 degree of success with a fate point.
I purposely did that with one hand of Arnold, and I've decided not to re-roll it because it's like evidence. But Arnold will try crush the thing first, so that's why I went that route. Just,
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I just think that's a good idea.
A better way to use. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll give it some thought, mate. At the minute, I'll just be rules as written, which is you can do it just before you roll. I'll give it some thought and see what I think. And
I'm not making
Yeah.
it a general rule. I just did it the other night because it was a very, very important role. It was the crossroads role.
haven't dinted the skull at all, Alan.
no, not really. It's maybe
That's
be
so
reinforced
close
and method.
to
It's
it.
just it's you weren't strong enough, Arnold. Maybe if you had the axe, then you'd be strong enough.
Maybe, man.
You could crush all the skulls.
Are they canon words in my head going on right now?
No, this is just Alan trying to corrupt you in real life.
I feel like that is the canon god.
Okay. So, guys, are we finished? You two? Are we ready to go
Yep.
off into the day?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, should we have a wager as whether we can finish day 13? Wager. I bet we can't. I wager we can't. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave you, you two there. I'd like to move over to Alexa.
Hello. Okay.
Actually, I don't know if I need some sort of version of Heresy Cam or something. I'm going to put you onto another map, see if everyone else can see it.
Yep. Yeah, I can see it.
course. That's what they're there for.
He says to you as well, he says,
Merely take me on a tour.
as you wish. There's one thing while you're here. It's this Orm, the engineer that seems to be in charge.
What about him?
Well, he gives me the fucking creeps.
In what way?
It's hard to say. It's makes my skin crawl. Can't even see his face. There's something not right about him, and the breathing goes right through me.
I could make you some filtered earplugs that will filter out the breathing if it is so bothersome.
Would you? Could you? No, I mean that's not a good use of your time, Lex. There's much more important uses of your crafting time. It's a valuable resource.
She's just going to get her hands like this and go.
I mean, I think you should be careful of these engineers, and Orm especially. There's something not right about all of them, but this one especially.
Are they getting the work done?
Yes, but
We can keep track of what they are doing with continual diagnostics. And I want a full diagnostic when the work is complete, just to make sure there are no bugs.
he starts to lower his voice second, and he says, "You have heard the rumors, haven't you, Alexa? You've heard the rumors about the ship, about the engineers, about the Inquisitor. We've talked about them before. Some people are saying that the Inquisitor, Lucius, he's a traitor. That he's a heretic. And he's talking very quietly now. You must have heard the rumors.
I have heard of these rumors. As to the truth of them, I can be sure that we are on the right side.
I think we picked the right path.
It surprises me that you doubt the Inquisitor.
Just telling you what I've heard, but what I wanted to say was... Sorry, I'm talking a bit too loud. What I'm trying to say is, if the Inquisitor isn't a heretic, then this engineer, this Orm, something not right. I think, don't trust any of the engineers, especially this Orm.
It's because he's a mutant. Is it because he is a mutant?
Is it? I've never seen beneath his galvanized rubber suit. He wears it all the time. Never seen him under there. Is he a mutant? Is that true?
No, of course. How? There would not be any mutants aboard this ship. That's preposterous.
Heresy. Well, Alexa knows there's mutants on board this ship.
I know, but Bodo doesn't.
I would like a deceive roll from Alexa. With a plus 25, because Bodo believes you.
Deceive roll.
You're lying to your boyfriend, Jonathan. It's a slippery slope.
Yes.
No, I don't know where that lipstick came from, Bodo.
You can always build another one. With improved stats.
With a bigger penis.
There you go.
Why did we just lose Alan and then get him back with an open mic?
I don't know.
Well done.
GM's the traitor.
The GM. Damn it, bro, you've nailed it.
The only answer.
Where's Alan gone? There he is. I can't hear him.
I hear you. Can't
Wait.
hear you.
It might... Oh, he's gone again.
I'm enjoying tonight's session.
good.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys. I don't know when I just seem to have some sort of glitch or lid there on
You
Discord. I don't know what-
you slipped into another timeline, Al.
Yeah, that's
Just
all it was.
see if you can figure out what it is that's changed.
I hope this one has airships in it. I don't know what the last thing you heard me say was. I think I was about to offer you like a bite to eat before we went, or I don't know what the last thing I said.
Oh no, I didn't hear that. Like, I didn't hear that bit.
Yeah. So what? I'll go back a bit. I don't know where I cut off, but he's your lie landed, and he smiles. He has an attractive smile, ready smile, and he uses it for you. Like I say, he's quite attractive when he smiles, and he says, if you think we're on the right path, Alexa, then that's good enough for me. And he touches you on the arm and he says, "Shall we get a bite to eat before we go on the tour?"
A bite to eat. Oh, Bodo, you're so funny. She just says bite as in
A bite of data.
And Bodo goes, "Yeah, thanks."
Alexa
Bodo makes
level
it-
humor.
Bodo makes a deceive roll as he tries to pass off the joke. Anyway, so yeah, you can have a bit of breakfast before you head off to the Factorum. Is there anything else you'd like to say or do with Bodo?
not while all these people are around.
Right, I'm gonna go for a slash and get a drink. So we'll be back shortly.
Cool. It's nice playing Alexa again. I like playing Alexa. Cool.
I think it's a good mix of characters on this game.
Oh, definitely. The diverse.
Yeah, I think we all bring something completely different to the field.
Different flavour. Different levels of madness.
Right.
I really enjoy role playing Arnold. I like playing him like slightly highly strung and
Ready to kill us at moment's notice.
yeah, I do. I just like him having a volatile. I play him like, what would I do? Something just instantly piss me off, but I had no restriction, and I've been doing that with Arnold.
Throw a backup box in. Throw a data slot at him.
Yeah. What would Hayden do? Throw a fucking sweet at the head.
Throw words into their head. Full pelt.
Was it Snickers bar I chucked at the blooming
Snickers bar. Really?
Yeah. Little mini one.
That'd come sharp if it connected.
It did. It's fallen out of the truck, so I trucked it back home. He didn't want to miss out on his dinner, did he?
Fucking, I would have gone. To be fair, I would have gone back for a mini Snickers.
Eric's hit to the pride.
He left his magic glove in the road.
Cold shot to the pride.
He delivers to around our area as well, and I actually answered the door. Usually, he just delivers, drops stuff at the doorstep, and then fucks off before you've even had a chance to even open the door.
I know.
What I mean? He's obviously trying to hit his quota in about 2 hours and then fuck off home, which I can't really blame him for. But it's nice to receive a package from a person, not.
Yeah, since COVID, they've got a lot more like bing bing it's in, and you ain't got a chance to fucking get it. Before COVID happened, they used to let you fucking come to the door.
Yeah, exactly.
COVID changed all of that when it started like putting it in your bins and stuff like that. Where's my package? Oh, it's in your purple bin. What? I didn't know. You put your recycling out and see a box in there fully sealed. You're like, what? What are you putting in my purple bin? My cardboard recycling. What? It looks like a cardboard package.
One step ahead.
Yeah, put the whole thing in there.
Yeah, you'll be doing that next anyway. That's the next step. Once you've unboxed it, might as well just skip that step. Skip the unboxing stage and just bang it straight in. The recycle.
That's it. You just open it there in the bin.
Yeah. That's it.
Could you stage out on your like thing and helping you recycle at the same time? You're right, Johnny.
Yeah.
Never thought about that. Fucking genius. What a marketing technique.
I know. Only when I play Alexa. It's Alexa that taught me how to fix my computer. Wasn't me.
Anyway, shall we crack on? Sorry.
Yeah. No worries, guys.
Alan's back.
I was just using that brief respite to fiddle about with a map for a little bit.
I'm excited to have another go again.
Okay, so we'll now move over to Cell 54's chamber. So at the end of the last session's game, I think Johnny and Hayden, you weren't present at this point. We started a little bit of. Oh no, I think you were maybe there for a little bit, Johnny. We did a bit of Cell 54. So what we did then was a discussion. Nixius has asked Yarn to look after Cell 54 while he's on the trade mission, and Yarn has agreed to do so. There's also a little bit of to and fro between the characters. Cletus was fast asleep, snoring away, so he's not been involved with that. So that's the kind of background on what's happened. So that has already occurred. We're going to go. Let me just check the map, check it's all in order, and then I'm going to move across to here. So can you all see now Cell 54's map?
Yep.
Okay. So Cletus, you awaken, and you hear noises of conversation through the air vents. There's people in the cell, not far away. Lots of different voices talking amongst each other. Your cushion and duvet, luxurious. Cletus, you may not walk through the walls. Don't make me put dynamic lighting on. What are you doing, Cletus? You getting up?
Yeah. Cletus is getting up, having a stretch, doing his listening, going to listen to the mash.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still mash.
You can smell. I mean, the smell of the mash is what gets you more than anything. You also can kind of taste the air with your tongue. You know that the mash isn't great. It's not your best work. There's something about the water, perhaps, or maybe you're just not used to these raw ingredients. It's not your best work, but it is still doing its thing. So the smell of the fermenting liquid kind of permeates throughout the entirety of the cell.
I'm in the one next door, aren't I? But I can still.
Yeah, they're linked. There's like little air vents in between each cell, and also the doors are open, and these aren't locked. The red doors are not locked. So Nixius has allowed these doors to stay, open pretty much all the time if needs be. So you're not locked into your cells at night.
So it's Cletus will start by just check in, see if everything's going all right.
Okay.
Did his basic observation on his mash work today.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then I would like to make my way to the main group.
Okay, cool. So you quickly check in on the stills, and you see that everyone is here, and there's also someone who's not normally here, and that's Yarn, the Shepherd of Souls. So everyone's over here, Cletus, over here. You can see them, Kate?
I'll best zoom out. Give me a second. I'm well zoomed in. I like looking at the tokens. That's zooming in.
So you joining the group, and Nixius, he sees you arrive. He says, there he is, Sleepyhead. I just wanted to let you know I'll be going away for a few days. I've got a very important mission, and Yarn here, he's going to be looking after you guys, make sure that you don't get up into any mischief, that you don't try to escape or do anything stupid. Not that you would do that.
Where the hell do I have to go? I mean, like, home's destroyed, here on the ship, work for you now. Might as well take this collar off now, and let me just carry on working. Give me a nice cell with a bit of lighting and a small plant. No?
We've already discussed this, Cletus. It's quite out of the question for the collar to come off just now.
Did you so much?
Sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
I said it itches so much, but in Cletus' voice.
I mean, I'm going to
And,
vouch for Cletus here. Them collars, they really do, cause a little chafing. Maybe we could get him some sort of cream or something. Just rub it on in there and make sure you don't get no, infection or nothing. You wouldn't want his head to fall off. Might grow back, who knows?
Maybe a bit of cheese.
Maybe a little cheese. Maybe could rub some cheese in there,
Been known
Cletus.
to grow a finger back.
Well, maybe if your head came off, it would grow back.
I don't think I'd be able to do the whole lot, but I can do the end of
the
the
barrier
dishes.
with like cheese. If you smear some of that cheese on it, because it's really good, might be really good for the skin as well.
Do you want me to get in there, Cletus, and make a little cheese barrier for you to stop the collar rubbing on your neck so much?
Pass me the cheese, I will put it in my own colour.
I'm gonna get a big clump of cheese out of the bag and hand it to him.
Nixius looks like he's about to say something.
I'm going to eat it straight away. I got it.
You see 66 looks over at you, Cletus, and he gives you a little nod.
I give him a nod, I give him a big smile. Lick my lizard lip right out my mouth to wipe my mouth up.
Courtney shudders slightly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looking
How are you
beautiful
all?
as ever, Courtney.
I believe I've been left in charge. No, I haven't. Oh, fuck.
Oh no, I was quite specific. It's Jan who will be. Well,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I suppose you are kind of in charge, Courtney, but also.
Have I met Jan
who,
before?
Walk, anyone?
You have one. You have briefly, yeah. You don't know too much about him, I don't think. We've not had much interaction. But he has been to the cell before, I think.
So, Courtney, who is in charge?
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I think Nixius
Nixios, my friend. So, who are you leaving?
is in charge. I don't think I'm in charge by default just for being here. I'm just sort of here to sort of, get to know you all.
Courtney, you have other talents. Perhaps not command is perhaps not one of them. It's Yarn I've placed in overall command over the cell while I'm gone. But
Exactly.
within the team, Courtney and Tommy Lee are true full agents of sorts of the Inquisition, while the rest of you are perhaps, let us say,
Second-class citizens.
yes.
I mean, that's what you're saying about them,
time-
ain't it? You're looking down on them
time-
because they look a little different and they smell a little different and they got different bits and pieces arranged everywhere. It's not right.
Whoa,
In time-
Yeah, I'm with you, what he said. I said, if he's a second-class citizen, I'm a third-class citizen because I got this fucking thing around my neck. And then everybody gets on top of you and it's second-class. Now it's put me in
Cletus,
third-class and I'm right down at the bottom here.
Cletus, calm down. Have some more cheese.
Courtney's going to, all this excitement and people getting irate, she's going to start crackling a little bit of energy.
Fish crackling.
Yeah, not fish crackling, no, because that's an
Oh,
abomination.
that would be scary.
Yeah, don't scare her by raising voice.
yes,
Don't by
yes,
raising
yes.
voice. She'll react to it.
There's an energy in the air, guys. It's not fish crackling, but there's definitely there's something
Crackling.
something coming into alignment. An energy, a potential.
I think I've said enough.
Nixius
I'm
says
sorry.
now. Nixius doesn't.
I'm just not a free man.
Nixius doesn't lose his nerve at all. He doesn't seem to be scared of you at all, Cletus.
I haven't been threatening Nixius, I was just moaning.
We'd say you were coming up quite a lot in energy, and but Nixius doesn't seem. He doesn't react to that, and he says, not to put too fine a point on it. You all purchased as slaves. Now I hope in time to perhaps move beyond that relationship, but you are currently property of the ship. Now I do not know why you are enslaved. I believe it's some sort of petty crime, my understanding. But that's by the by. It's perfectly legal under all applicable law, Cletus. You don't just get to demand your freedom back. It doesn't work like that.
I know,
But you
I know.
can,
You can
in
get
time,
this
perhaps
freedom
earn.
stall away for nothing, but you can't
have to
take
earn
it
it.
back on.
If
You have to earn
I
it.
will earn my
you
freedom
serve the
back.
ship. You serve
I
the
will
ship.
earn my freedom back.
In that case, we need to get you guys a mission, don't we? We need to get you guys a mission. Something.
I would love to see something more than these four walls, and believe me, I'll be going back because nobody
Wait,
else is
prove
probably
yourself.
going to accept my can around these parts.
And she's going to nod. She's going to nod like, you know, excitedly, and she's like, "Yeah, a way to prove themselves. We need to get them out and about."
Yes, yes. What we need is armor for them. I think I've asked Alexa. I'm sure she wouldn't forget.
Comms her again. You never know. She's quite busy.
That's a good idea. I'll do that.
This whole time, Tommy Lee's just been stood with his bag of cheese, watching the argument between Nixius and Cletus going
The
back and forth
energy
between
in
the
the
two of
room.
them. I did this.
The energy, the potential.
Cheese did this.
It's not dissipating.
The power
In
of
fact,
the cheese.
it's increasing.
I never thought I was arguing. It's just the tone of my aggressive voice. I'm sorry.
I was saying Nixius. No, well, I mean, Nixius doesn't react to it, but he keeps perfectly calm. He seems
I was just
quite. He seems quite
I
in
was
control of
conferring
himself.
with Tommy Lee because he was said about that. So yeah.
I would
No
like
worries.
for everyone to make a perception roll. If you have any psychic powers, you can have plus 20. If you don't have any psychic powers, a minus 10.
Perception roll.
Come on, Jesus, where are you?
Might roll into the next half.
It's up to you, mate. I can do it, or you can roll. It's fine by me either way.
I'm gonna, as the tension's mounting and we're making these rolls, Tommy Lee's just gonna mutter under his breath, "Way I see it, there's only one person in this room that ain't a mutant of some kind."
Perception, yeah. Plus 20.
Perception at plus 20.
I'm going to start a mutant uprising. You with me, brothers and sisters? Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Get your head blown off, but
You might, I ain't got a collar.
we can get you one. I think we should.
Give me a fucking excuse, please.
He's done it before, and he'll do it again.
Yeah.
I beg of you. The data pad is here.
I mean, I don't have a collar. I'm fine.
Right, I'm going to add plus 10 to mine.
We just need to get a measurement for your neck, Tommy Lee.
Oh, a crucial plus 10 there, sir. Very good.
Ooh.
Okay, so I think everyone's making it. What about Courtney? Can you?
Hang on.
Make
No, she didn't. She didn't make it.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. You didn't need the plus 10. I lie. It wasn't crucial. But you get an extra degree of success, right?
Do I get something from the skull?
Potentially, it's an all-spec skull, but in this case,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's not relevant. It's not relevant in this case. So I think everyone. I mean, Courtney, you're
Is it,
perfectly aware as per usual.
Is it heightened senses, hearing, or sight?
No, it's
No.
well,
Oh, yeah.
It's
Okay.
more of
Yeah.
so Tommy Lee,
Uh-huh.
Nixius, and Cletus. You're all aware of a build-up of energy. It started off with Courtney when she started to get more energetic and she's speaking, and it's force, a crackling, like a static electricity, but more than that. And it must be something to do with psionic energy. And Nixius, even though you're not a psyker, you're clever enough to start to realise the signs. The ice forming on the walls, a slight distortion in the air. There's an energy, there's a build-up, there is an alignment. Something is happening. The room is growing and growing in potential, and something seems on the cusp of happening.
Like a mission.
And
Shepherd?
I'm going to behave, and I'm going to move somewhere else. a moment, if I may.
Shepherd.
Meanwhile,
Has Alexa been comms, by the way?
not yet. That will occur. I'll
Okay.
remind you that you've been set to doing some armor for these guys.
Mhm.
But just a moment. Just a moment. Let's check that. Okay.
I've got an idea. I've got a bit of a plan for performing anyway. I want to get
Go
that.
for it.
I want to get that. That mutant. Not the mutant. The prodigy. The
Uh-huh.
one. I want to get him to work
Nice.
with me on this armor and just see how he reacts to it. To the project, because I believe that it might be an opportunity for me to see if there is any sort of form of mutation with him and study him a little bit more, just to put Bodo's mind at rest.
Okay. Meanwhile, somewhere, Sister Clematis. Sister Clematis, are you there? Are you with us? You stir slowly, gingerly. You open your eyes. At least you try.
What is it?
You open, or you try to open your eyes, but one is swollen shut. Who have I lost?
I think
Lost Johnny.
I've been pushed in my eye. Monsieur.
Dull pain. Dull pain is all. Go on, get out of your system. Get out of your system. Do it.
Do it.
May I talk?
Yeah.
May I give my spiel, sir?
Oui.
Wee. Okay, thank you. Turn the volume down for a second. Sister Clematis, you try to open your eyes, or gingerly. One is swollen shut and dull pain. It's the only response that you get. The light is dim here, but it leaks from the walls of stone. Everything is wrong here. Everything is so very wrong. It is all layered. You're surrounded, Sister Clematis, by a cell of stone. You sit, unable to stand, unable to stretch your legs or arms. This cell allows no freedom of movement at all. How did you come here? Can't remember. There are gaps in your memory.
Je ne comprends pas. Je ne connais.
This place is not meant to be. You are hungry, bitterly hungry and thirsty, and there is no sign of any entrance or exit to your cell. They must be feeding you. You must be surviving somehow. Everywhere is injured. You've been beaten severely. One arm, you suspect, is broken. But there is not that much pain. It is dulled somehow. You seem to be missing several teeth. You decide that you are being drugged, kept sedated with powerful meds. Where are you? Why is everything wrong here? Gingerly, like you prodded at the various wounds that bound you, you also probe at your memories, at the gaps. What do you remember?
Zero nombre.
And with a jolt, you remember the temple. You were at the temple on board the Malevolence. You were preaching the God Emperor's truth. You were giving people hope, so desperately needed. You were giving them hope that their salvation was here. Farthest reaches of space. You were letting them know that the Emperor of Mankind was here. More and more you were taken to the pulpit. It was a gift. The gift of oratory. Sorry, I was going to change this tune as it's gone a bit fucking film noir for a second. More and more you're taken to the pulpit. Sorry? What's that?
No, sorry, you just looked like you were speaking and nothing was happening, and then your voice kicked in again.
Cool. More and more you're taken to the pulpit, Sister Clematis. It was a gift, your gift, the gift of oratory. And you like to think that the words came from him, because they could not have been your own words. You were simply a messenger from the Emperor of Mankind. Everyone had left, except from Vincent, the old man who dozed in his usual chair. He never left the temple, and was as pious a man on board as you could tell. There is only one door to the temple, a heavy, reinforced door that withstood the Orc invaders. You defended the flock there. You remember. The church was empty, the door locked. You enjoyed a light repast and prepared for sleep. You have no idea how they got inside. They were waiting, suddenly, seemingly everywhere. And they hid their faces behind silver masks, not unlike those sported by actors. Dark robes hid their bodies. You wasn't ready. They had the advantage of surprise and they swamped you. Most of them used their fists and feet to pummel you, but at least one had a small, cruel knife, found you again and again. You don't recall any of them speaking, but one word echoes around your mind. One of them must have said it. Oubliette. An old word. A place where people are put to be forgotten. They haven't forgotten about you, have they? They'll try and save you, won't they? They're coming for you, aren't they, sister? This is not the first time that you've woken here. They haven't forgotten about you. They wouldn't do that to you. This is not the first time that you've woken here. You tried to keep track of the days and the hours, but clearly that was impossible. How long has it been? Months, you think? Every time you feel like you can climb out of the pit, you keep drifting back under. It's so hard to focus here. Sister Zarmfei had warned you down on the planet. She said, we have to get away from the ship. Her visions were never wrong. The ship and its crew are cursed. Malevolence is truly named. Why won't they let you die? What are you doing, Sister Clematis?
I've opened my eyes. Going to try get a bearing of where I am. Try defy people that are keeping me here. Try to resolve a situation out of this, even though it seems perilous and I've done it over and over again. I'm going to do it again and again. And I'm going to pray to the Emperor to give me guidance.
He's not here.
You're going to fight. Going to fight, and you're going to use your faith. Perhaps the only weapon that you have. Perhaps the only thing that's even possible to use. The only weapon they have let you have. The only thing they haven't taken from you.
I'm going to use my faith. My faith. The fact that the Emperor's going to stand next to my side in life or death, but all the way all across the path of what I've got to do. What I've got to do is enlighten the people to these heretics which have caught me here. And bring the Emperor's judgment upon their souls.
He can't hear you.
And that I bring the Emperor's judgment upon their souls. I will murder them.
Sister Clematis.
Do it more.
The vision comes on suddenly, a torrent of imagery and omen. You've never been gifted with the foretelling, the true sight, the prescience, the knowing of fate and the futures. But now, foretelling is upon you, and you know your vision to be a true one. You see what shall be, what must be. This is what it is like to know the future. A scream pours forth from your mouth. There is no one here to listen. I'm going.
Fight. Oh, wait.
I'm going to send you a message on Messenger as to what Sister Clematis sees. And that track has got to go. I don't like this one. It's like
How's it going?
You don't like it? Just I don't like it. Oh, it's popped in a couple of times. It's maybe got its place, but this is not the place for it.
Mysterious jazz.
So this is, by the way, the music tonight is it's Top Boy's soundtrack, which is kind of like I guess it's a drama about
Top Boys. Is that one of your special films, Alan?
No, don't be like that, David. It's a drama about like I suppose drug dealing in London, I suppose, and Top Boy is, I guess, the gang lord. It's not a bad series.
I'd Zelda go
So
well
you,
after.
Dave. Hey, you bell end. Right, I'm going to send. I've got to send you a message.
Urging again.
While I try my best to ignore Dave.
I like softening my game off with like really like undertones while I'm so dark. Here, like have some nice game music. Then punish yourself. Come on, messenger message, come up. Have you sent it?
No, I haven't done so yet.
It's so useless.
Dude. Don't be Belen as well. I mean, I'm now at 50% Belen. I'm now at 50%
Merry
Belen.
Christmas, I love you. Go.
I mean, I know you are a cunt, but you can at least try and keep under wraps for a little time. Right?
Sorry.
Okay. Honestly, the irony of you fucking barracking me for not moving quick enough as a GM is quite ironic, sir. Eh? Quite ironic. Okay, so I've sent you a message on Messenger now, and that's what Sister Clematis has seen and in her foretelling. I did. Let's put on. If you want a track that's more appropriate in the smooth jazz, we'll put this one on, shall we? There we go.
I have no music.
Wow.
I think I'll turn it on.
Well, maybe you should turn it on. And what a moment to turn it on, because you're in for a treat.
Now playing Guarek.
Guarek 2. There is an energy. There is an alignment. Something is very wrong. Things are coming together. There is potential here. Thanks, Dave. I'm going to send a message to you, Dave.
Oh,
Thanks for the Guantanamo
You're welcome.
sounds.
I mean, this is one of my favourite tracks, James.
it's a fucking banger, this.
Just wait till it gets going. Oh, look
Sounds
at
of Guantanamo
Why
A.
are you covered in custard? I hope it's custard.
Shepard, there's ectoplasm coming out of my hand.
Did you get too excited during the Oubliette scene?
It's dust cleaning gel and it's gone really sticky. I've got it all over me.
Okay, I'm going to send.
Your own special brew that you've left to ferment, Dave.
I'm in a right fucking mess here. I can't get it off.
Oh yeah. That's the energy. The energy going around, man.
Help me, Shepherd! I'm covered in demon jizz! Mr. Prickles! Everything's fine! Everything's fine, Shepherd!
Why have you got some egg custard in your?
Fucking hell! It's supposed to be dust cleaning gel. You put it on keyboards and mice and things, and it pulls dust off. But it's like it's gone weird, and it won't come off my hands. I literally cannot get it off.
This is your life now.
I live here. I've seen your message though, Al.
Down Warwick, it's already got to me.
Sorry, James, what was that? Dave's he's taken the headset off. Say no to Guarek 2.
What's that?
Eh?
I was
Is
trying
that the soundtrack we're listening to?
Yeah, I was just naming a track off my song.
Oh, it's really good.
You like it? I'll give you the rest of the
Yeah.
I'll give you the rest of the album someday if you like. It's a banger.
Oh, thanks,
One
man.
of my favourites.
I was trying to talk to the shepherd, but the shepherd don't appear to be listening to me.
I think he's taken off his headset because of the.
The headset was just my goggles. So I've got you on speaker.
No. I am actually saying, Shepherd, everything's fine. Everything's fine, Shepherd.
Where is Jan? He's not here, is
Yarn? No, Yarn's. You're here. You've been here all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yarn. If you're there, your token is there on the map.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I thought I'd already gone, mate. We've gone back in time.
Yeah, this is back a step. Just to let Cletus role play with you guys. Yeah, it's basically to let Cletus get involved with this little bit before wandered off and do your own thing. Yeah, it is a slight retcon, James. Thanks for calling me out on getting shit again, James. I forgot that we did actually finish with everyone heading the separate ways. This is a bit of a retcon.
Right.
It's just to let Hayden, Johnny. Okay, Johnny, I can't hear you breaking up, mate. Right, I'm going to be right back. I think I've reached a stage in the evening when I need to start.
He was breaking up for me too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, he is for me. Johnny is caught in some kind of temporal distortion.
Like keeping his head flicks from side to side, like.
Caught in an energy school.
I can't get this shit off my hands. It's like I'm having real trouble with it.
Oh, Dave, this is like side comedy for the game, though, isn't it? Really? Come on, thanks.
Oh, fucking hell.
Will he succeed, or will he be? That's just gonna wipe it off on your missus when she goes to bed. So it's not you, are you? Stay away, still it sticks to flesh. You maybe need a porous rag to stick it to, Dave.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
use
go and
missus or porous rag.
She's not here. I'm literally stuck. I can't get my headset off because I'll get this stuck to my headset. So carry on without me. I'm gonna try and.
But we'll take a moment. Take a moment's pause, shall we?
Oh, amazing.
Right, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you're fine, Johnny. Just waiting for the camera to load up, but it'll be alright. I'll find it off back if I don't touch anything. Johnny, did you enjoy the last game of mine?
Yeah, it was good, man.
Yeah, was it alright?
The dogs.
I mean, like...
Yeah, the dogs were...
You like the dogs, didn't you?
Really...
Even though I didn't actually attack you all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it the dog forest?
Yeah, it was the dog forest. It was really amusing.
Yes. We should be on our guard. Good old dog voice.
I liked it.
We'll bring it back. Don't worry, you'll have time to talk to the dogs again. I've got to write that session up. It wasn't too complicated, luckily.
That was good. I liked it.
Good humour though between you, Dave, and Tom. You three were getting so like it took a while at the start of it, but then eventually you all kind of like got into moving with each other. But there's like half an hour to maybe 45 minutes at the start where it was like I was trying to push everybody, and it was like, okay, come on. And then when you all just jumped in, it was awesome.
Like a juggernaut, we have to gain momentum first.
Yeah. I thought Dave brought it out a bit because once Dave got going, everybody else got going. But Dave was tired at the start of our game, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to put the lid back on that, put it over there, and never touch it again.
Well done. You are
Dave.
a true man.
I think I've still got some on me.
Why is it lost coherency, Dave?
I don't know.
Why is it only Dick?
Yeah, why, Dave?
Never mind the dick jokes. Let's play Alan's game.
You ready to carry on, guys? There's no rush. I'm just hitting the sweet release of Stella Artois just to take the edge off.
The edge off your players.
Yes.
Sensible move.
It's a pro move. Okay, so we're back in Cell 54's room after that slight diversion, and there's an energy. Something is amiss. Something is going to happen, and you can't ignore it. Especially all the psychers, but even the non-psychers now, you can't ignore that something is going very wrong. It's that feeling. Jan, you're very familiar with this feeling. You feel like this every time you have a Perils of the Warp. It feels not at all dissimilar to this shifting of reality.
Can I tell how close it is? Can I pinpoint?
It's everywhere, but it seems to be immediately around you in this group of people, coming from you, but also coming from your companions. There is an alignment. Something is happening. I would like you all to roll initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Very night time. No.
Initiative.
Are you playing Nick, Al?
I will play Nyx, and you can play Jan. If you like.
We're going to fight each other. I'm going to have a psyker off. My money's on Yarn.
Okay.
Don't word to me, Dave.
Where is it? Yeah.
Why has my character sheet gone fucking tiny? That was weird. Oh.
D3.
Start letting me roll initiative.
Just roll a D10 then, mate. If you can't do any initiative, just roll a D10.
Yeah, it's D10 plus 2, so
3 plus 42 over 10, right? Yeah, that's worked.
oh, that's awful.
Not great. I'll add you on.
Mine's actually 6, Alan, because I've got wary.
Difficult splash.
No worries. So turn on. You say yours is 6, Dave, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know.
So, Courtney, you are on 4, did we say? Nixius, 10, 4, 7, 3, 6, 10. I think Cletus beats Nixius on agility, as far as I'm aware. We'll have a roll for Hefe. Oh, Hefe, not like that. Hefe Ortigas. Rolls a 1. Oh, poor Hefe. Shouldn't even be here. Nick Davenport, what about you? What can you roll? Bad. Oh, I just deleted him. That's great. It's great, Alan.
Out. Back in 2 minutes.
Aha! Nick is clearly the most wary of you all. Oops. What about 66? Two, 3. Okay, we've all got initiatives now. 66. Okay, so I think that is everyone on the list. Got Courtney. Courtney's on there. Nixius, Jan. What about Tommy Lee? Tommy Lee's on there. Okay. Then we need one more.
Kieran, what have I missed?
I'm just rolling initiative at the minute, mate. There's nothing much going on.
Agree.
Don't worry. I'm just sorting the sorting shizzle out. Okay, guys. So, something's very wrong. There's the energy in the room has been building up and up and up. Something. The walls seem to be almost like starting to. There's like a heat haze, perhaps. Like they're almost starting to warp and melt. Top of the round, it's Nick Davenport, and he speaks up. He looks around. He goes, "Something ain't right. Something definitely ain't right. Has anyone got a weapon? Anyone got a weapon?" And he looks around. You know, Nick's a slave. He's got he's a 3-armed mutant dwarf that you hired, or that you bought rather. He's still wearing his slave collar, but he's pretty much unarmed. I think. Let me just double check.
I've got a weapon for you.
Okay. Yeah. So at the minute he's unarmed, and he looks nervous and panics, and he feels like he's desperately needs a weapon at this time. 66 looks around and goes, "Yeah, I need a fucking weapon. Give me a fucking weapon." And again, he looks panicked. 66. But neither of them really do anything else in their turn. Next up, it's Cletus. Something's wrong, Cletus. You're in danger. You know the signs. You grew up on Orpheus 4. What are you doing?
I'm going to use my movement to move to Nick, pass him a shotgun as an action, and do I get to cast Chameleon as well, or is that too much?
Let me see if I can remember how
half an action,
Dark Heresy combat works. So you've got what? It's like half action for move.
Yeah.
We say passing stuff is a half action as well, I think, as a general. Normally, also, you have to draw things, don't you?
Yeah.
You have to draw your
Yeah,
shotgun.
but I've got like Was it?
Quick draw?
Fucking
Quick draw?
Quick draw. So I can quick
you-
draw
so
my
you can-
shotgun out.
Okay, so half an action to move, half an action, or quick draw as a free action, and then half an action to give the shotgun to Nick Davenport.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I'll do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so rusty. I kind of feel like D&D combat is where my mind's at now, and it's trying to.
I did want to do my
remember what
things,
buttons
but equipping Nick
Okay.
will probably be beneficial.
Nixios makes a half action. He moves to the door, and he pokes his head outside, and he looks around, but he doesn't see anything. He goes, "Seems clear." Jan, what are you doing?
In ages, do I get anything up?
Well, normally spells are like often it tells you whether they're half action or full action. I think many of them are. I don't know if you recall me saying, but I'm kind of bringing back lucky spam. If you want to go back into that place, you can do.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
appreciate if you try and keep your turns down below. I don't know, 20 minutes or something.
Fucking asshole. Right.
You know
it. Yeah.
You
Okay.
probably-
I've moved.
You might say it, but sometimes it is true, Brownie.
It's not true.
It's
Fucking not true. Go back.
No,
back
it is true that I'm an asshole. That is what is definitely true.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I meant.
That's certainly true.
Yeah. You love it, don't you?
Okay, I have no choice.
It's a choice.
There's always a choice.
Always
Okay,
a
so
choice to-
anyway, so you want to cast a spell or do you want to make a move? You made a move, have
How
you?
do we? I can't remember how to move in this game.
Okay, so
I've moved
so your
six.
movement is
Oh,
based around your
full move
agility.
8. Okay.
Yeah. So a full move.
So,
that's a full action if you want to make a full
is there
move.
anything going on outside here after I've moved? Oh, hello. What the fuck is that?
That's just my turn counter. Don't be.
Okay.
I'll just put him on as a turn counter. So you look around the room. There's this. I say again, this build-up of energy. You move and you think that something is coming out of alignment now, and perhaps the energy is peaked. But there's still something very wrong happening. But you don't see your attackers. You don't see.
Right. Well, I'll move there, and I'm going to try and get my blade off.
Okay, so but isn't that a full action for the move? Is that right?
Yeah. Is it?
I don't believe. Let's all have a look. Let's have a look. We're all gonna have to learn how to play the game again.
Yeah.
We've all forgotten.
Its
Let's have a look
agility
at,
bonus
mhm.
in meters is half an action. Twice your
Yeah.
agility bonus is
Full
a full action unless you run.
Okay, so I think you made a full move, which is a full action. Is that right, James?
Right. Okay.
You've got two half actions.
One.
If we have a look at
two.
some of your spells, they'll be
Yeah,
on your
okay.
magic powers. I think most of them are half actions, but some of them might be full actions. So you've used your full action moving, is that right? Or
No, I'm going to
take
go
it
back here. I'm going to get my blade off and do the shit stuff on.
okay, so what is your blade? Is it a
Yeah, it's
kind
half
of
action.
half an
That's
action?
right.
Okay, you doing that?
Yeah. Now, what do I do? D10s plus 7.
Yeah.
I need 19.
So you have each D10 is a psychic power dice. I think you can do up to your psi rating. So you've obviously got more chance of perils and more.
Yeah,
dice to roll.
sorry.
So there's a bit of a kind of optimization of where you want to. The other thing you could do, I think, is maybe use a half action to cast Lucky before you do and use a half action.
That's right.
Because I say I'm allowing Lucky
I don't
spam.
have anything. Hang on, what's Powerwell?
I think that's +1 to your psychic roll, so it's plus your willpower bonus. I think Powerwell is another +1.
Eight. Oh, let's try 2d10. Go on. No, that's not enough.
Okay, so you've made your psychic power test and there's no perils, but you failed to get the spell off. Is that correct?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so that's your go.
Yes.
Yeah. So after Yarn, Family.
Tommy Lee.
What are you doing?
Oh shit.
in danger.
I'm in danger. I'm gonna go fuck me sideways, Mr. Prickles. We're in a right fucking pile of shit here. And I'm gonna draw my revolver as half an action.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start backing up. That's me.
Okay. Most of you cannot see what's occurring here, but I am adding on various tokens onto the map. But your actual characters, I should have maybe got around to putting on dynamic lighting one of these days, but I kind of like the map how it is with no dynamic lighting on. But there are, seems like twisted spirits, warp entities, flying out of the walls, out of the paintings, out of the corners and the crannies. They're even coming out of the goddamn cupboards.
Oh no.
Out the painting.
Yeah, the painting. Tommy Lee's painting.
Tommy, what do you
Oh,
like?
fuck off! What have I done?
Those colours come to life.
They really pop in them colours. Yeah.
Art is heresy.
Okay, one of the spirits.
Here's when Tommy
moves-
Lee does it, yeah.
One of the spirits, it moves through the cell wall, and it claws at 66 from the other side of the wall. Arms come through. It's some kind of twisted warp spirit. It claws at 66 and attacks him from behind. He's not aware of it. That is not a hit. Courtney. Three spirits are drifting through the wall right behind you and attack you.
Johnny is still not with us, or is he with us?
Do I sense?
Johnny's with us. Johnny's with
Oh,
us. I can't see his camera, but I think he's definitely here. I can hear
Yeah,
him.
I'm keeping it off just so I can hear you guys. 'Cause it's,
Courtney's under attack. The first one makes an attack. It's a hit. Would you like to dodge or do anything or parry?
when I dodge, can I move out the way?
I'm afraid not. I let one of you guys do that once, but it was a special occasion. I thought it was cool. But as a general rule, you
I'll try and
can't use it. You can't use it to disengage. I think Cletus has the sort of shenanigans for flinching out the way, I believe. Okay.
Don't dodge.
What's your toughness and
Toughness is 3. Toughness bonus is 3.
what's the armor on the head?
my arm-
On the head, please.
Armor. Look, flak. So it's going to be 4. So 7 altogether.
Okay, so these attacks, you seem to struggle with your advanced armor. So they are primitive attacks. That counts as double for the flak armor. You are therefore, what, 8 and then toughness 3, did you say?
Yep.
That is 11. Don't roll the dice yet. Okay, so the first one can't seem to... it comes through the wall, but their attacks, when they start to land upon you, they seem to be struggling. Next
Can I
one.
feel that there's something attacking me? I can obviously feel.
Yeah, you
that
can
something's
see them.
trying
You can see them. You can see them. They're kind of coming through the wall, but as soon as their attacks start to land upon you, and
What do they look like?
They look like. Well, can you see the tokens at all? They look like misshapen warp spirits. So.
Wow.
Second one is gets a gang up. That will hit with a gang up. You're out of dodges. And then the next one. Okay, so these spirits seem to be struggling to hurt you, Courtney. Maybe you're blessed. Okay, these ones are going to move over here, surrounding Tommy. This one's going to come through the wall here.
Right.
Okay, so that's all of them for this round. Courtney, these creatures are attacking you through the walls. They don't seem. They don't. Yeah, I mean, you have them. You have psychics. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm off to go and turn the heating off. Be right back.
I can't really remember what psychics I got, like, long time.
You random psychics.
Yeah.
Something like that. I've got
Random powers can manifest in times of stress. Yeah. Weird.
You do have set powers.
Yeah. What those are. It's just random powers manifested. Like, hey.
Yeah, sorry, Johnny. Before I come on to your go, I'm just going to retcon something because it doesn't really make much sense. So these spirits are traveling through the wall and attacking you. It doesn't really make sense. They can't get through your armor as well. So I'm just going to undo that. And where's my damage roll? 3, so that's 4. So what do you say? Your toughness was 3. Did you say?
Yeah.
So you take 1 wound from the spirits. Its attack goes straight through your armor. I just realised it didn't make sense. So -1.
Yep, no worries.
So you want to use a psychic? Did you say?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look and see
what I've got?
Let's have a look if you like.
Yeah.
Oh, this fucking smooth jazz one keeps coming back and on again and again. It's fucking relentless. Away with you, smooth jazz.
I like the smooth jazz one.
I reject you.
These are smooth spirits of jazz that are attacking us.
The jazz inside you.
Oh, they'll make you close and stuff.
And wear you like a puppet.
Yeah.
Have it again inside you, boy. Wear you like a glove. That's the one. Crack fox. No, spirit jazz. That's a different nonsense, isn't it? Okay. Just excuse me a moment while I'm stuffing my face.
Hey, being attacked by red warp entities, all you can do is stuff your face, Alex.
Get attacked by warp entities, and all you can do is stuff your face.
I need
the GM just wasn't bothered by the race.
Okay, so should we have a look at your what powers you've got available as Courtney?
Yes. Well, would I look
welcome
for
to
that?
read your own character sheet, Jonathan. So your character sheet would be Courtney. It's there's a subsection of characters. You're in cell 54.
Oh right, yeah. I can see it now. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna
Do you see where all the characters are?
Firestorm. Okay.
Are you sure you want to do that?
That's got quite a big radius on it, hasn't it?
I mean, yes. It has quite a big radius on it.
Would it be a firestorm if it didn't?
I mean, it would be more of like a... Yeah, well said, sir. Well said. Well said. Jan was right. Jan was always
Spectral
right.
hand. I think spectral hands might be useful. So,
Almost certainly not.
no, spectral hands wouldn't be.
Let's have a look. I'll see if I can... So Firestorm has a range of 50 meters and has a 6-meter radius.
Yeah, that's not a good idea to use. It's pretty good.
I mean, it's an option.
Option. I just don't want to burn all the new mutant. I inflict pain on these things.
You can certainly try.
I try spectral hands. If they slapping me with
a,
spectral hands, I can have some slaps back in spectral hands.
Let's have a look. So make a oh man, I'm nearly done stuff in my face. Make a Forbidden Law warp, please, Courtney. That's plus 20.
Okay.
No, looking.
Oh.
Okay, you don't recognise these creatures. You've never seen them before. You don't know what may or may not hurt them. Let's have a quick look at Spectral Hands. I think most of your minor powers. So Spectral Hands, it's not really doing anything that requires force. It just allows you to manipulate things from a distance. So say pull a pin from a grenade, pull a trigger, push a button, type on a data slate. It's not used for doing anything that requires significant... Actually, no, it's you create an invisible force you can use to manipulate objects as a strength characteristic equal to your willpower. You can push things around. It's like telekinesis. So you can kind of use your hands at a distance. It's not a great power for combat, I don't think. Inflict pain. Let's have a look at this one.
Yeah,
inflict pain
might
may work. You don't know. You don't know if these things are immune to it or not.
I'll try.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to cast inflict pain. It's a half action. You roll a number of d10 up to your psi rating. You need to get a... you've got a threshold of 8. Yeah, so 1d10 would probably make sense. And your willpower is 5, so you roll 1d10 and add 5. Okay, the spell, that's just enough. That's just as much you need.
Yep.
I am going to make a test. Okay, so you reach out your hand and you rack this spirit with psychic malignancy. The enemy spirit, it seems to shriek, although it's not using it doesn't have a mouth or anything, but it seems to shriek, and its shriek encompasses the whole room, and it shudders. Your power has gone off. The creature is racked with psychic pain.
Cool.
Just be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Well, shit's kicked off now, hasn't it? Spectral fuckers coming out of the walls.
There is absolutely nothing I can do here. Absolutely nothing.
I don't even know if I can hurt them, but...
I can't even attack.
2, 3...
Where are you?
Okay, so that's a half action. This one here, I'll put a marker on. Let you know.
And I'll try another half action to do another spell if I can.
What would you like to do? Yeah, I mean, I've been fairly easygoing with this. What you wanted to cast?
I'm going to.
It's not the same one.
What does Whispers of the Warp do?
Ooh, you put me under the question now, and I need to even find the fucking thing. Let's have a look. I believe it is in Disciples of the Dark God.
Right. I think
This one is used for like manipulating people's minds, Jonathan. It's like more of a fellowship-based one, I believe.
Right, okay.
there was a skill I wanted to buy out that I think we've forgotten about. Or maybe
I don't think you've had the opportunity to buy any skills for a good long while, mate.
I definitely have since we last, because I've not played yet with discipline, focus, telekinetics, or power one. And there was another.
Okay.
That's how long ago.
What do you think? Okay, so what do you think's missing, mate?
There's a spell in one of the demonology There's a skill in one of the demonology that I wanted to unlock. That's use less dice, but it does something. Oh yeah, less dice, but it ignores a 9. And we weren't sure how to, if we were going to unlock it, or if
you mentioned you told me a few things that would be of interest to you. I don't know if that one is actually available to Yarn at this stage in the game, but can we come back to this one perhaps outside of the game and discuss it? But I think you did express to me a few things that you were interested in Yarn getting, and I wasn't necessarily against anything. You may well find that in the next part of the game, like there's the space station. There's some options there. But also
Fearful Aura.
You can
try it because
that?
it's like it's a phase perspective.
So you don't know whether you don't know if it work on these things or not. You don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
You can try, but Fearful Aura is a full action. So you've already used a half action.
Right, okay.
Whispers of the
Warp.
I mean, you can make a half move. Well, you can't actually. If you make a half move, you'll get attacked. You could draw a weapon.
I'll draw. I'll try that whisper. That what do you call that? Inflict pain again.
That's interesting, Dave. That's interesting.
I'm inflict pain.
Cool. I'd say that link you've sent me, Dave. It's I think it's interesting.
I've never used it myself.
I don't think it's what Dave just sent me a link is when you dodge, you can make like a more difficult dodge to try and jump behind cover, for example, which is quite an interesting little
It's cool
thing to do. Anyway, we'll leave it for now, Dave. But that's maybe something we can.
Okay, I'm gonna try and use the inflict pain again if I can spam it more than once.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, go on. Just go for it, Johnny. Let's have another roll then. More perils. Okay, so you're trying to rack these spirits with your psychic malignancy. One of them succeeds, but one of them does not. So that it would be your go, Courtney.
Yep.
And then we have Hefe. And Hefe goes, "Hey guys, I need a weapon." And he backs up. He backs away, and he backs towards behind Cletus. Hefe does not have any armaments really, and he's looking around desperately for something. So we go now to the top of the round. It's Nick. Nick has a shotgun in his hand, courtesy of Cletus, but he can't see anyone shoot at him. Everyone seems to be engaged. He turns the shotgun towards where Courtney is, surrounded by assailants, and he fires. He's at point blank, but he's firing into combat, so it's +10. Oh no. Shotgun blast goes wide, It slams into the wall in between this spirit and Yarn. There's a deafening ring as the ricochet, the noise of the gun goes off. Top of the round, or after that, it's 33-66. He turns around, he starts to pommel this spirit with his fists. The only weapon that he has. And he ends up slamming his fist into the wall itself. He doesn't seem to be landing anything upon the spirit. Cletus, what are you doing? Still with us, buddy? Have we lost you?
Hayden. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Hayden lives. Cletus, mate, it's your go. You've handed over a shotgun to Nick. Nick has fired it, but he's not a well trained combatant, and he's shot wide. 66
Damn
seems to be
you, Nick.
struggling against the spirit. Nick is a Nick's a free-armed dwarf builder that you purchased from the planet.
Unfortunately, not a bodybuilder. But oh well. That aside, we'll have to quick draw my staffy power stick out and charge these bastards and attack them with all I've got.
Staffy power stick. What does that mean? Let's have a look what you've got in your inventory. I don't recall staffy power stick. Oh, you mean a mono halberd? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Mono. I mean, it's staffy power stick. It's near enough. So you rush in to support Courtney. You have to make a half move. Oh, you quick draw the halberd.
Yeah.
You're wielding it two-handed.
Two-handed.
Four-handed.
If I get an extra attack, it's four-handed. Yeah.
No, I'm afraid not. So you can wield it four-handed if you want. You do. Let's have a look. Let's see what Cletus gets from. I forget. So he's got multiple appendages. Let's see what he gets for that, or how that works. So you get two. You get ambidextrous and two weapon wielder for free. I don't think it gives you any bonus for using the halberd, other than the fact you can have a halberd in two hands, and you could also have two guns, or you can basically have.
Well, I'll keep a pistol. I'll keep my pistol out and have I got a pistol?
You've not drawn your pistol yet. You drew your shotgun last turn, and you handed it to Nick.
I'll draw the spear and spear this motherfucker this time with two hands.
Okay, so you move in, make an attack. So it's a single strike. Make a roll to hit, please, with your weapon skill.
You did a standard.
Standard attack. Okay, the halberd. Okay, make a reroll. Okay. So the halberd, you spear off towards this creature, but it's half in the wall, half out, and the halberd kind of rakes the wall, but you don't land a solid blow upon the spirit. After Cletus, it's Nixios. He's seems to be getting slightly overwhelmed. Nixios is going to disengage. Is he going to do that? Is he going to abandon Tommy Lee? What do you think, Jan?
Yeah.
Are you there, buddy?
Well,
what's your
only psychers are going to probably have a chance of hurting them. So Nyx. Nyx hasn't got anything to hurt them, I don't think.
He doesn't know anything about these creatures. So.
Doesn't he have a badass needle rifle?
Yeah, but he's in combat though.
He does, and he don't want to be in combat with Nyx. Well, he's got a pistol.
What are you doing, Nyx? You can let me know what you like to do with him. I'm trying to disengage back here. Okay, so that makes you basically get a half move for a full action. So Nixios backs up, and he leaves Tommy Lee to his fate. Jan, it's your go.
Okay. What are the rules for shooting into combat?
Minus 20.
All right. Let's force barrage.
Let's.
Let's return the favour. Let's see again. 21. Right, how does the skill work to like meditate? Is that half an
Okay.
action? Well,
Yeah, I feel like you have to spend time doing that meditation,
invitation.
and then you get your double your willpower roll on, or double your willpower bonus on psychic.
Standby.
But I think there's a time constraint to it in that you spend your time invocating and then you do it. That's what I believe off the top of my head. I can check that out if you want.
I
James.
can check
Right,
that if you want. I've
okay.
got the book here.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's a full action.
Yeah. Then next turn afterwards.
Yeah. Hmm?
Right. Spell that must not be named.
This is something else you might want to do as well. You've got lucky on Courtney. Is you
Yeah,
can
I
half
noticed
action to
that.
do lucky. It's
That
something you
goes
might
off.
want to try.
And
Okay,
then
so you got
I'm
lucky.
going to roll. It can be just one dice, can't it, Lucky? Or does it have to be the roll? Is it? Which is, I'm sure there's a way to only roll one dice rather than the full re-roll.
I'd have to check, mate. Sam's quite rusty with the old rules, so I'll have a quick look. Unless Dave, if you want to have a quick look at lucky, if you got the if you can help out with that, appreciate that.
It's fucking.
Lucky, blah, 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 bullshit. You may re-roll any one of your dice.
Right. So let's try rolling that then. That goes off. Right, now I shoot everybody with 7 balls, I think.
Okay, let's have a look at Force Barrage. So who's shooting? Are you shooting into combat here with poor old Tommy? Is that what we're...
Well, not everybody's in combat with Tommy, are they?
Nope, this is true.
But yeah.
1 volt per point of your willpower bonus.
Yep. That's 7.
So it's Force Bolt. Test willpower to hit the target.
Okay,
So you have to do each one separately. And your attack deals D10 plus 1 for each point of your thingy.
Okay, so James, these two rather are not in combat. These 3 they're at -20.
He's at point blank as well, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
So plus
So
10.
plus 10. Okay, so this one. All right, give me a minute. I'm just going to have to reload this
Always,
page. Right. Okay, so bottom one. So I am 80 at the moment with even with a -20 at point blank.
Okay, so this spirit manages to evade the Force Barrage.
How do multiple shots work? I know I can keep going, but
Just keep
should
choosing
I
your target
fire?
and shooting.
Just okay.
No, just keep choosing your target and shooting for now, and we'll worry
So
about
that
it
one
as we
hits
go.
with 1 degree of success.
That's how it works.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Roll damage. Just use your dodge.
Right.
Why don't I have that?
14.
Okay. Almost like you are attacking it with a very powerful hairdryer. It blows away, dissipates in the wind, just like that. Spirit seems almost insubstantial in the force of your psychic powers.
From now on, we
You've
need
still
to
got
call
5
this.
bolts.
This needs to be the psychic
Course.
hairdryer spell.
So that's
so,
5 less, mate.
yeah.
It's
One
fucking-
one on this side, 3 degrees of success.
It manages to dodge.
They are wise to dodge. Gain
Okay.
2 degrees of success.
Yep, that's a hit. Obviously, he's only got 1 dodge.
Or just 8.
Okay. The force bolts slam into it, but it doesn't dissipate like the first one did.
Right, well, I'll re-roll that one.
Okay.
10.
I take that back. The hairdryer is mighty. The spirits like they're blown away by a gust of air.
This one,
This is bolt 5, right?
yeah.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yep. Fuck off,
Okay.
Al. But thanks for rolling on the thing of me. Right, hang on. Yep, again. The hit and 14 again.
Okay. So not the most efficient, but still pretty efficient, right? So you've got 1 left.
Yeah.
It's going to be a slightly harder shot this time because he's kind of partly through the wall. Let's call it a -20. We'll use that as a cover, I guess.
I'll do this. Do this one.
So you can totally 360 just... Okay, so you're going to fire into combat with Cletus now. Roll again then.
Oh, that's a miss.
Okay, now does that mean you missed by the -20 from firing into combat?
No, I missed by 0.8.
So if there wasn't a negative for firing into combat, you would have hit.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Deputy GM, if that means that you've hit your companion if you miss by just enough.
Yep.
At the -20, yep. So I'd like
Let me
Cletus.
use a thing of me then.
Fate point, okay.
Yep.
It's wise. What? Pardon me. Is
Just
that just enough to hit?
enough, yeah.
Okay. Okay, roll damage.
That's the mutation, isn't it?
Yeah. Pardon me. Okay. Not bad, Yarn. These spirits are weak. They are no match for the Shepherd of Souls. So many of them fall under this psychic torrent. I believe that is your go. Tommy Lee, you find
Hello.
yourself free. You
I'm
see Yarn the
free.
Shepherd. He protects you. He saved you.
You saved my ass, Shepherd, and I tell you now that if one of those things wasn't stood in front of that door, I'd be running the fuck away right now. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. I'm going to...
What are you doing?
First of all, I'm going to go, Guards, get your ass in here. We're under attack. And then I'm going to cast Unnatural Aim.
Okay. That's half action, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That goes off. And then I'm going to shoot with the man stopper this motherfucker right in front of me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So
Point
that
blank.
is point blank. Unnatural aim is something.
I think it gives you point blank.
Yeah. Which I
No,
am at
fuck that,
anyway.
Dave. Just add another +10 on the day.
I was going to say,
Can't add
actually,
it.
that,
Can't
yeah,
add
there's
it
no
in
point
nothing.
me casting that, so I'm at point blank
If
anyway.
yeah. I mean, if you can take it back if you want, or
Yeah,
we can just
so-
add an extra +10. It's up to you.
So that's what it would be anyway, because it'd be single shot, +30 for point blank, and half aim, so +50.
Okay. So roll.
And I missed. I'm going to use my fate point.
No, you're not.
I'm going to try to use my fate point. Yeah, I got to use my fate point, Alan. I think that's the first time.
Was that well done? Okay, we'll roll again. You gotta catch a break every now and then, don't you, Tommy Lee?
I hit him
Okay,
right in the
hit him.
fucking face, bitch!
Well, where his face would be,
Motherfucker!
yeah. And Spirit, for a moment, his face seems to expand as you're about to shoot it, and it gets slightly larger. You shoot it right in the face. Roll damage.
Yeah, take this.
How'd you
Bitch.
like some
You
fucking?
bitchin' demon motherfucker. 12 at pen 3. Stick that in your ethereal pipe and smoke it, bitch!
They're not immune. They're not immune to physical attacks. They're certainly not immune to a Grimsport revolver right in the face.
Well, the man stopper.
This one evaporates completely.
And I'm going to yell, yeah, they ain't demons, they's men. I used a man stopper and stopped it. They're men in suits, Jan. They ain't real.
Is Scooby-Doo in the encounter?
In the end times, it all becomes
Now I'm gonna
Scooby-Doo.
Now I'm going to run off through this door and appear through a different door on the other side of the ship, being chased by them.
One of the spirits tries to avenge his companion. Do malignant spirits have companions?
Shit.
But he's not able. He just claws at you ineffectually.
Hey, they are all good friends in the warp.
One of the spirits seems to be racked with pain. Do spirits feel pain? Well, this one certainly does. But the other one attacks Courtney, and as it seems to claw at her, it just devolves. Its substance just draws apart, as if Courtney is her own hairdryer. And this creature, as it tries to land its blows upon her, just falls apart to nothing. It kills itself. It loses substantiability as it tries to attack Courtney. And the other one is sat there still writhing and twitching.
Yeah.
There's only one left, and it's trying to attack 66. That is not quite enough.
Why don't you just eat it,
And,
66?
And 66 goes, I am hungry. After the imp, it's Courtney. These spirits are weak, Courtney. They're no match for you and your companions. The one in front of you is racked with psychic pain. Cletus has moved to your aid. He's beside you. Cletus is with you.
They were racket with mine, I think, didn't think.
You're going to what, sorry? Racket.
Is that pain spell again?
Pain. Okay.
Got his sheet up again. We need 5.
Okay, so that would be enough because you get +5. So I'll make a test to try and save against it. So the spirit seems like it's adapting. It seems like it's getting used to the energies that you're throwing at it, and it starts to draw itself together. You don't think that this time it's been effective. That's half an action.
He's either have to step back.
You can step back, but you'll take an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Okay.
Step back a couple of paces.
You can make a half move then. The creature racks you with its ethereal claws. What's your toughness on your could be an arm or something? Your toughness is 3, is it? You take another 2 wounds, Courtney.
Oh my god!
She'll go.
Yep.
After Courtney, it's Hefe. Hefe doesn't really know what to do. He leaps in to assist 66, and he beats at the spirit with his fists. He's got a gang up bonus. He hits. That's not too bad. He seems to land a blow upon the spirit. The spirit seems to recoil. Shouldn't spirits be immune to fists? This one isn't. Hefe has his go. Top of the round, it's Nick Davenport. Nick Davenport takes a half aim and fires the other another blast from his shotgun. Point blank, half aim. He couldn't possibly miss, could he? Shotgun blast lands. Okay, shotgun blast plows into the spirit. Seems to hurt it. But the spirit is not yet defeated. What do we have after Nick? It's 3366. Old Billy Big Belly here is going to try and punch the spirit. He gets ganging up. But he can't land a blow. Again, he punches into the wall. His knuckles are bruised and bleeding. He's not that adept in combat, this fat man, it would appear. In fact, he just seems to be making himself angry. Cletus! Are you with us, brother Cletus? Hayden! Oh, he's done. Are you here with us, mate?
Yeah.
Or are you having a sleep? Yeah. Cletus go.
Yeah. Okay.
Back in the game. There's most of the spirits have been defeated by either Jan or Courtney, or even Tommy Lee's having a go. There's one in front of you that's just taking a shotgun blast from Nick. Right here. It seems the most immediate threat.
Oh dear. Well, I'm going to go for the dire elf in the corner. If my screen has stopped moving. Right click, left click. Come on, get out of there.
Yeah. Pardon me.
I'll use my clown disguise to maybe not pass over the fact that we're big trolls.
Have we
That doesn't
slipped
make
into
any
another
sense, buddy.
timeline again, Alan?
I don't know. Either Hayden's half in the dream world, or he's half in the troll world, or he's a quarter in each. I don't know. But you don't have any. You don't have a clown disguise.
You're a lizard man.
You don't have that in your inventory. You're a lizard man bootlegger.
I thought you said something about dire elves as well.
There was a dire elf in the corner. No, I definitely heard that. I think I'll take Cletus then for this one.
Yeah,
I'll move him in.
might be a good
go
idea,
for
Alan.
it. Oh,
Hit that troll, Alan. You use your clown shoes to hit that troll.
I don't need a clown. I don't need a clown disguise. I've already.
I want to know what Hayden was dreaming about.
I wish I was in that fucking. Well, okay. Anyway, so Cletus, for whatever reason, he's not quite there, and he can't seem to land a blow with his halberd upon the creature.
Because it's been replaced
after
by some
Cletus-
clown shoes.
After
The warp does
Nick-
strange things.
the corruption of the miasma is paramount. All here is askew.
It's just Cletus has suddenly got a clown nose and a horn in his hand, and he's just.
This is the best timeline yet. I'm going to. I'm going to shoot. Nixis is going to shoot with a needle rifle at this one. Shoot into combat. Yeah, and I believe that's a hit. And that should almost certainly be enough to finish off this scribbly. It's a critical, yeah. Okay, so although Cletus can't destroy this last spirit, Nixius just takes a very steady aim with his needle rifle and executes
Nice.
it.
Nice power.
Yarn. These spirits are no match for you and your companions. What are you doing?
Yarn is 1, 2. I don't think I saw where they came from, did I? Oh, I saw them maybe come through.
Came out
this
the
wall.
goddamn walls, Yarn.
They come through this wall.
Yeah, so you saw them basically. Some of them came through this wall, some of them came over here, some of them came out this side. Some of them seem to come out the cells behind it. They seem to come from all around. And Yarn, you also notice that the fabric of the room, the physical realm, is starting to reassert itself.
Ooh. Is there anything I can roll to see what's occurred here, Al?
Maybe after the combat, it's time for deducing and reasoning and what have you.
Can't see anything then when I move out.
No, there's nothing amiss here that you can
I mean,
see.
are we still in combat route?
Yeah, there's still a creature right by you that's seems to be
Oh,
trying
okay.
to.
Is it my
There's
go?
one here. It's your go. There's one here. Can you see that? Can you see that on the map, James?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
There's one over here. There's only a couple left. It's
I thought Nix had finished that one off.
Nick should shot this one, which you can't see it anymore, but it was in his
Oh,
corner.
okay, yeah. Right, okay, let's do what should not be named.
Name it.
And then we are going to shoot this one with a force bolt.
Is this another shooting attack?
No, it's just a force bolt, just singular. Much easier.
Okay. Much easier.
Let's say much easier to manifest. Rerolled. So he's manifested. He needs a 13 to do a singular.
Okay, and you roll to hit now, do you?
Yep.
Again
Still
in
in
combat.
combat with Tommy, so
Oh, Tommy!
take that. I've shot it. Oh, fuck
No.
me, man. Fair play.
No, it wasn't there. It was the other side of him all along. Is that it, Jan? Is that your go?
Yeah.
Tommy Lee. I'm sure it was on one side, now it's on the other side. Jan, a bolt of energy comes out of Jan. He holds up his hand, and this torrent of psychic force just goes straight past your head and slams into the end of the corridor over here. You're in danger, Tommy Lee. But you think that the moment of danger has passed somewhat. You've still got one of these spirits upon you. Doesn't like you, Tommy. What are you doing?
So it was in front of me, and now it's behind me, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was always behind you. Maybe you just slipped into another timeline.
Maybe. I'm going to yell, "Mr. Prickles, take the wheel!" And I'm gonna cast Unnatural Aim. Because now I'm not at point blank. Now I'm in combat, but I can still use a pistol in combat. But I just don't get any range modifier. So there we go. That's Unnatural Aim. And then for half an action, single shot at point blank, plus 40 over my shoulder without even looking.
Okay.
Because that's how I roll. Where's my fucking carrot sheet gone? Oh, there it is. So that's that. Point blank. Yeah, eat it, you fucking demon bitch, right in the mouth.
Mr. Prickles takes a shot. Mr. Prickles hits.
Yeah, Mr. P, you know how we roll. 7 and 3.
Okay. It's enough. The spirit just just splurges all over this wall. It's Nick Davenport's cell, and there's now this kind of dripping ectoplasm drifting, not unlike that yellow stuff you had all over your
Yeah,
hands.
that's what I was just thinking. Actually,
It's now drooling all the way down the wall, down the door. Tommy Lee, you've managed to. I'm just going to go for a mute.
Is that
My good
Hayden?
friend.
yeah.
Oh, my good friend. You know, he's had a good night tonight. I'm glad I really wanted him to be there for when I brought Clematis back, and he's been present. And yeah, so I really wanted him there when I had a little fun with Clematis. And,
Why have we brought Clematis back?
oh, just for the lols,
GM's
just
fun.
because because she's always been about, and you have forgotten that she's gone missing and not really shown any interest in that particular subplot, but it's still going on.
Who we
Eh?
because yeah,
There's so much going on. There's so much going on, right? So
yeah,
what's
like
that, James? Sorry?
a long time ago, I thought Jan saw somebody, but it was like, was that Clematis? That was somebody else, wasn't it? And I've recognised Clematis.
You saw someone down in a hole, but I think that was before Clematis went missing. Someone
Yeah.
lost in the bowels of the ship.
Yeah, I thought so.
The woman that you saw was in a very similar position. Not that you know what's happening to Clematis. None of you actually know that in character.
Yeah.
But what you saw was someone in a very similar position, i.e., in a very cramped cell where they couldn't even stretch out their arms, who saw you or saw your spirit and cried out for help. And again, it was somewhere in between, the material realm and the warp.
Yeah,
so you have had a teaser of this kind of Oubliette long ago, but this was before Sister Clematis went missing. Therefore, whoever it was in that particular Oubliette must be somebody different.
I have my theory about who that is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, I love James. That's one thing I love about James is he always like all these little bits. He's always like, I don't know. You always remember things, like it doesn't matter how long ago, or even if I've forgotten about them. Like James goes, what about that? And I'm like, yes, James, yes. But it's nice that you remember this random little thing that I seeded literally years ago in real life time.
Yeah.
And James goes,
a year or two back then.
Yeah, and it's still there, James. Yeah. So I mean, the campaign's about what? At least 2.5 years old, I'd say, in real life time. Yeah. So well spotted, James. Well spotted. So yeah, it's a similar scenario. The Oubliettes have been there for a while. Okay, so
I've forgotten about the Oubliettes.
Okay. There's only one left. Courtney, you're up next. Oh no, the actual imp is up next. So it's what's up with you?
Hayden. It's just Hayden's sound.
Just
I'm muted.
Doesn't it?
Don't mute him.
Is his music still on? It's that horrific fucking Guantanamo music still on, in which case, he's in some kind of dream Guantanamo.
Well, that's probably awful. If I start playing him Aphex Twin while he sleeps and trying to give him nightmares.
When we finish the game, Al, I dare you to just put that on and leave it on loop because Hayden will be there for a while hearing that.
You're an awful.
I know.
Awful person.
I know.
This is Troll's dreams.
Trolley, when you sleeping, I know when you're awake.
Okay. Courtney. Oh, actually, no. It's my go. So, this creature, it seems like it's losing its morale, perhaps. Hefe and 66 have turned around and are beating at it ineffectually with their fists. Or not so ineffectually in the case of Hefe. Courtney, what are you doing? Courtney, I've unmuted him, by the way, and I'm better for it. Courtney, what are you doing? There's only seems to be one of these insidious warped spirits.
Throw a last pistol and try to shoot this thing if I can get it.
Okay, he's trying to. I mean, you can try. You may shoot 66 in the back of the neck.
He won't feel it. I'll do some points.
Roll. Point blank plus 30. Single shot plus 10. Into combat minus 20. Oh, he's behind this wall as well, so I'm going to minus 20. Straight roll, Courtney.
Okay. Brilliant.
Just mewling noises.
Just adds a certain warp flavour to everything. Wow.
It's the noise of the demons that we're killing.
Roll
Spirits of sad
Oh.
emotions that are bleeding through from the warp.
Brilliant.
Roll if you can, Courtney, or concede your turn.
Yeah.
so basic.
So Hayden.
Yep, I'm here.
I have to sit down. Well,
That's a D10, Jonathan. I must insist you roll a D100.
Okay, on the
Can you not see your character sheet, Johnny? Can you not just click on your ballistic skill?
18, 19, 20 years ago.
some new pain instead. I'm not using.
Where it come from? Where it go? Where it come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
It was worth the wait.
Okay, so you missed by 2 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
So that means you shoot 66 in the back of the head.
Yes.
He doesn't dodge. Roll damage against 66.
Made him a fiddle and he made him a gold. Made a little tune called Cotton Eye Joe. Where it come from? Where it go? Where it come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
The las pistol slams its beam of energy right into the back of, in between the shoulder blades of 66. It's got a substantial back. His back rolls and layers of fat, forming like a sort of ablative armour. And the las pistol doesn't really seem to find any purchase. Courtney, you don't even feel guilty. And you don't even think he notices.
I'm gonna have to go pick Leanne up. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
No worries. After that, we have Hefe.
Might just leave it there for tonight, Al. I think.
No worries, mate. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, mate. We're kind of getting away. I think we've just about finished this combat anyway, so we'll leave it there. I'll maybe do a little bit of power play with some of the other guys just to move it along a little bit. But yeah, no worries, mate. Thanks for the game. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Hey, Hayden.
Bye. Yeah.
Can't hear you there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You hear Hayden?
Yeah.
Tony?
I like the weird Western music coming out.
Oh, we wondered what you were listening to after that horrific. You were wailing in your sleep.
What's that?
I can hear
Low-key
you again now, mate.
moaning, not really a wail.
More of a mewling, I would say.
Ah, the mewling.
Mewling of a cowardly Grishnacker.
No, yeah, I was saying that before, mate. I think you've done well tonight, and I'm glad you were, you know what I mean, present, and because I really wanted you to be there when I had a little, when Sister Latest, when I kind of brought her back for a little bit. So
Yeah, I mean,
mate, so.
I didn't make it past 9:30 last night. Sat next in front of the telly watching it. So, well, no, it was 9 o'clock. So, doing pretty well.
No, but I don't expect you to make it all the way through, man. I know what's going on, but you were still present. You know what I mean? When you were here, you were like engaged and you were fucking on it, mate. So, but I don't expect you to make it through the whole game. We know what it's like. It's partly the ebook, I think. You know, when people are talking, it puts you to sleep. You know what I mean?
What?
And also, it's also the time scale as well. It's like you never, you just never make it that late, and then until you wake up and then you have your second wind. So then sometimes
Well,
you
no,
go on
it's
quite a
like
bit.
Space Marine skill.
Or Susan membrane.
Oh, I'm just going for a slash. I'll be back in a moment. Let's get another drink.
Oh, starting to get cold out here.
Yeah, I think I've had the heating on most of the day, to be honest. I'm cold. Cold where we are, anyway. Did you guys play any Necromunda? The new one?
Not sure actually. I think I might have done very briefly. Oh, right. I'm going to move my stuff inside.
Still outside?
Yeah, I'm still outside.
Oh, yeah, in the garage, yeah. Of course, yeah.
No heater on.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't own a heater. I just brace with multiple layers. Boss, it's breathing out there.
James, I'm going to send you an updated file. You did some research last time. I sent you a file and I made a few changes, a few little changes.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's not much extra, maybe an extra line or two tops, really, but I'll send it to you.
Oh.
You still playing for a little bit, Hayden, or what's the deal, mate? You with us?
Yeah. I'm going to be here for about half an hour before I pass out, I reckon.
No worries. Do you want to make your roll for Cletus? Power play roll for your perception.
Will you do for me?
I can do. Or you can do
just
it.
move things along. I'm just not next to my computer at the moment.
Yeah, no. Or you can do it if you want to keep the roll to yourself. You can do it in between now and the next game and roll yourself. Just roll in the chat. You can roll yourself if you prefer. Just doesn't have to be now. If you're not by
Oh,
yourself.
okay.
Yeah. And you know, if you roll yourself, you can use your own sorcery rather than relying on my roll.
Yeah, I'm easy going now with the result.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, wait for Dave to get back then. Having Christmas at yours, James?
I am working Christmas afternoon and Boxing Day morning, so and then I've got 2
Ideal.
off, which is a bit of an arse. But so yeah, there'll be a brief morning. Still not quite sure what we're gonna do. The 2 girls, Jess and Georgia, are gonna have Crimbo round at theirs in the morning, and their grandparents are going over. So
Oh, right.
do food for them. So I think it might just be me and Alison, or we might just nip over to theirs just to exchange prezzies, and then I'll go off to half a day of work.
When you say sorry to go back to that, when you say Jess and George are at theirs, are they?
Yeah. So they live at the bottom end of Ashby.
Oh, because I thought like last time. So they're like last time they were falling out somewhat.
Oh yeah, like sisters, mum. They wax and wane depending on the.
So it's okay.
Orbit of the moon.
They're living. Yes, they're living together now.
Yeah.
So I think last time I think Alison had gone off and tried to mediate by giving them a neutral space to talk, and they were both in the car.
Oh,
I
think
it got all the way pretty much until they were back, and then it kicked off. So I think that was probably the last I had. So I'm obviously a bit out of the.
I think.
Yeah, so it's at least and now they're living together, right? So that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. Since then, Jess has been sectioned.
Wow.
Fell pregnant.
Wow.
Got kicked out of the didn't get kicked out, but she left the. That's how she got out of the sectioning. Probably wouldn't have gotten out otherwise, I don't think.
Let me just pick my jaw up for a minute here. But
I know, innit? Like
there's some missing data here. There's some missing, and there's some key data as well.
Well, yeah.
It's so they're living together now. Yeah. I mean,
and anyway, so like since she came back out again, they've been living together, and I think they're kind of like on better terms. But I think they are on better terms. But I think Jess is starting to have enough of it now. But I don't know. They seem to be in a better place than they were a month or 2 ago. So anyway, they're
pretty wild, by the way. That's pretty wild.
Oh yeah. Shenanigans. But hopefully they'll be okay on Crimbo. And I don't know what Alison's going to do. I think she may end up. Are you going to go around to theirs, Blood? She might be asleep. What about you, Al?
Usual thing for me. It's round at mine. So usual scenario is obviously me and Nicole, Billy and Gary, Dad. This will be the first time, obviously, since he's had his leg off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be like a new dynamic, I suppose. I think periodically it'll be like, clear the room. Dad's gonna piss in a bottle. Because we're not going to be going up and we're not going to be having up and down the stairs. Obviously, every time he wants to go.
Oh, true. Yeah.
It's just going to be like.
What have I just sat back down to?
I mean, it's a good point to come back in there. But what I'm saying is my old man's had his. I don't know if you do actually. I think I've told you my old man's had his leg amputated. Yeah. So this Christmas is the first time since the operation, right?
Oh, right.
So just talking about what we're doing for Christmas, and so for me, it's me and Nicole, Billy and Gary, and Dad. So every now and then we're just going to like clear the room. That's he's basically got a fucking. He'll be going in a fucking bottle rather than trying to drag him up and down the stairs. So I don't have a stand or stair lift or any of that shit. So we're also going to have Paul. We're going to have Paul this year as well. So I think we've also
just let him have a wee outside, Alan.
He can just piss in my front room in a bottle. It's fine. I'm not going to make him go out in the cold. I'll just leave. I'll get everyone to leave the room so we can have some privacy. That's the plan, Hayden. We're not going to make him piss
Buy
in
a
the dark.
commode.
He's an old man. But no, it's
Buy a commode.
a commode. What? Commodes are
It's,
like like a.
it's like a wheelchair with a hole in it.
Yeah. He's got one. He's actually got one of those, right? It's just it's I think a bottle will be fine, mate. So we'll just clear everyone out. So anyway, that's the plan. That's a Christmas piss plan. Yeah, we've got Paul this year as well, and we'll probably have Paul every year.
How's Paul getting on?
I mean, he's keeping his head above water. He's got a place. You know, he's got Rosie.
Mhm.
You know, he could pay his bills. You know, but he's not really. You know, he's not really getting much above what he needs just to kind of survive, I suppose. So, so he's only like one DWP sanction or one bad event away from utter disaster, just like a lot of the populace. Really, he's just keeping it. He's above water. His head's above water, but but he'll be on his own because his folks. Well, rather, I say his mum and dad moved down to Rugby, but his stepdad passed away, right? So it's just his mum down there now.
Oh, wow.
So he's Dennis passed, so he's kind of up here pretty much on his own. So he'll be around ours for Christmas dinner every year forever. So that's the way it is. So yeah, I mean the thing is that if Paul is part of the equation for Nicole, so I love Nicole, and with Nicole comes Paul as well, so which is why I had him in my house for 6 months while he found a place, and while I'm having around for Christmas.
Sometimes you have to extend the hand to charity, don't you?
Yeah, but he's my friend as well, but it's mainly it's Nicole. He's Nicole's close friend, right? So it's took me a while to realise this, but I don't get one without the other, and so I just have to and Paul's a good lad, but it's difficult at times, right? It's difficult at times. I feel like he could do more to help himself. Let's put it that way. So.
Yeah.
Was Paul Brony?
No, that's Billy. That's his brother, Nicole's brother, who's a brony. Paul, I don't know if you met Paul. He's a big guy.
He's a big chunky dude.
Big guy, yeah, he's a big guy. You'll know him if you met him. He's big
Wears
guy.
brown and has a big belly.
I mean, he's a large guy, right? I don't know if he wears brown. I mean, may wear brown, but
I think you had brown bottoms on last time. White
I don't
top.
know.
Well, Summer Winston show.
Yeah, with Nicole. Yeah, you have seen him. He's come to Winston show him a few times. Yeah.
He seems all right.
Yeah, Paul's a good lad. I like Paul. It's just, it's weird. I think he suffers from depression, and he obviously struggles to help himself, right? But it's sometimes, you feel like I feel like he should be able to do stuff for himself, but I guess it's a hard one. It's a hard one.
Yeah.
Tough one. But, yeah. Welcome back, Dave.
Hello.
We talked about bottle pissing and
Sweet.
And I don't know, strange life scenarios we find ourselves in. James gave us a few little nuggets of gold because it's been a while since I've got the goss on Jamestown. So shall we do a little bit, Dave? Do you want to carry on for a little bit?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. I wasn't
Cool.
sure.
So
I noticed Johnny had gone. I wasn't sure if we'd finished.
Oh, what? Yeah, I mean Johnny's finished. So what about you, James? Do you want to carry on?
We can keep going. I would be back at work, but I've actually got the first 10 hours off. Weirdly, I'm in for the last 2 hours tomorrow. But anyway, so.
Okay. So we'll go back to do maybe
early night.
Okay, cool.
Let's finish the job. Do some admin.
Okay. So we'll do a little bit of power play. I'll leave Cell 54 for now, and the aftermath of that combat, and we'll leave there for now. And we'll go back to, I think we'll maybe do a little bit of Quintius power play, and then a bit of Yarn power play, and then so we'll just do maybe another little time Go no later than 11 and leave it there. Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, so Quintius, you've got down on your with Arnold. You're going to go as a
I'm
pair.
here at the moment.
Okay. So for the time being, you're both there. So you said that he was going to go with you, and then you're going to go with him.
Yeah.
You're going to stick together during today.
Yeah.
Quintius, you've got 3 things down on your list.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was seeing Laura. One of them was seeing Melissa. One of them was going to the infirmary.
Yes.
So my question to you is very straightforward. What are you doing first?
Laura. And just to quickly say, I don't want to drag this out for ages because I know Hayden wants to do some stuff as well.
There's no. Well,
I want to
there's no.
role play the bit with Laura,
Do as much as you can.
but the
Don't
infirmary
sweat it, mate.
the infirmary thing, I
Don't sweat it,
literally
mate.
want to just say this is what I want to do and move on. I don't need to role play that.
That's fine. Yeah. No worries, mate. Steve, you like to? So you want to go see Laura first?
Yes.
Okay. If you just give me one moment, I'll help Hayden out, and I'll give you a little bit of monologue, if you don't mind.
Hmm.
It's a little bit of monologue.
Okay.
Quintius and Arnold, you both find yourself at the section of the ship that is known as the Indulgence. These living quarters are given over to relative luxury and opulence, certainly far in excess of what will be expected on board most starships. For on all spacecraft to sail the stars, there's a balance to be made over space, energy, and functionality. And all these resources are at a premium. Very few ships can afford to be so wasteful, especially in the case of warships and rogue traders. But the Malevolence is a ship unlike any other in the Imperium. This is true. It's a massive craft, and it avoids some of its constrictions by heavy reliance upon the cryo-coffin storage banks. Large portions of the ship's crew are frozen, especially during the vast journeys between the Calexis sector and the Coronis expanse. Running such a large ship on a skeleton crew is an exercise in logistics. But those that know the ship well understand how she can manage with so few crew with which to man her. There are persistent rumours that the cryo coffins are also used for prison and torture, that there are poor souls trapped within who've been there for a century or longer. Cross the Inquisitor or his pyromancer, it is said, and you may never awaken the next time that you are put under. But the truth is far worse than this. In other areas of the ships, rooms the same size could hold 32 people, and there are even private washrooms and conveniences in the Indulgence, if such a thing could be believed. The Indulgence are a coveted symbol of status, their assignment and deselection mirroring the rise and fall of the rise and fall of the favoured chosen. Most of the high-ranking members of the ship can be found here, but there are a few who do not seem to properly fit, whose rank does not seem to warrant their location. One Such is Courtney, the unsanctioned psyker, her first campaign, one of Varak's leavings. Did Globus Varak know that she was unsanctioned? And if so, why would he allow her to live? And why would he gift her to Lucius? Doesn't make sense. Courtney was assigned here at the word of Jagannatha, who has taken a personal interest. He has taken over the training of her pyromancy personally. Rumours persist that their relationship is more than academic. Although strange, Courtney's position in the indulgence can be understood. Many expect that when Jagannatha tires of her, she shall find herself banished to more common quarters. But there is the presence of one here that is beyond comprehension. Melissa. It is common knowledge she is a simple dock whore, brought up from the surface of Orpheus IV. After all, there are many Orpheans present on board the ship who recognize her. She was brought up by Jagannatha, along with the other Orpheans. The presence of the swamp dwellers on board is an outrage to most of the Imperial crew. They are viewed with a mixture of disdain and hate. And rumours of Melissa's lovers and preferences are as many and as varied as there are people with an opinion. Some say that she beds only Jagannatha and his apprentice. Others, that Jagannatha brought her as a reward to one of his favoured acolytes. She consorts with the cobs that like attracts like. And some say that she will only lay with the engineers, as many as possible at once. Others say that she lays with Dr. Festus in the medbay, watched by the nurses. On and on the rumours go, each more outrageous than the last. And some few even swear that she saves her affection for a young Orphean, smartly dressed and wearing an explosive collar. There are few gossips as bad as sailors. The rumour mongers seem to have latched on to Melissa, and they are cruel. And it is at Melissa's door that you stand outside of now. And then you walk past, go to Laura's room, just a few doors down, Quintius.
Okay.
Here. Don't you think so, Quintius? Hey, Fancy, I've been to this part of the ship before. Do you think they'd appreciate a few bit of food, tidbits, increase morale?
I think they have their own food brought to them, Arnold. Truth be told, if I know anything about this sort of people, it's that they get only the finest brought to them. They don't have to make their own sandwiches, let me tell you.
Hey, do you think we could get set up in a joint like this?
I imagine it's not beyond the realms of possibility, but...
Did you know if there's a spare room going, I could always make one spare?
Well, I don't think that would go down particularly well. I think the people here are...
We don't have to tell anybody how I made it spare.
No, but you might get caught.
I could compress that burst into a tiny little cube, drink it away on a shopping trolley and then push it away. It'd be fine.
And then take over the room and have no one ask any questions. That's a grand idea, Arnold, but I think perhaps no. I think this part of the ship is a reward to be earned.
Well, I say, you do see, guys, as well, there is a heavy guard presence in the indulgence and also a larger than average number of servo skulls as well.
It seems to be like a safe place to live, you see.
Yes, well, the Inquisitor and his officers, they're always looked after well, aren't they? Not like us. I bet they don't have random people barging into their room trying to kill them.
That's it anyway, Quintius. That's it. The skin's still on the faces. Ah, yeah.
Where it belongs. As I
Chuckles to himself.
approach
Make
Laura's.
a
Oh, sorry.
Arnold. Make a willpower test, please. Actually, do you want me to roll?
Computer switch
I mean, I
on.
can roll for you. It's no problem.
Yeah, go and do it.
He's good. He's good.
Gladly
cursed.
make a willpower roll for you, Hayden.
Oh, I'm nearly there.
Nearly there. Would you like me to roll? Would you want to roll yourself?
Oh, no, you do it now. It's just
No problem. Don't mind.
gone into a different place.
Arnold. Nothing bad happens.
Yay!
Hello, Jerry. So you're outside Laura's door, nattering away.
I'm going to just before I knock, I'm going to go. Oh, good evening, Miss Skysinger. My, aren't you looking delightful? Oh, it's a pleasure to see you again, Miss Skysinger. How have you been? And just the usual stuff that I try and prep myself with, and then I'm going to knock on the door.
Arnold's going to look around at you going, my name's Arnold.
Oh, shush, Arnold.
It's Arnold.
You knock upon the door. A moment passes. And the door opens, slightly ajar. You see Laura on the other side of the door. For the first time in a while, you don't often see her outside of a uniform.
Mhm.
She normally dresses in the Department of Trade's kind of uniform, which I believe is white and red. You have seen her occasionally in the Crow, dressing more casual, and you find her in that fashion now. She's dressed a bit more casually than you're used to seeing her. She clocks you both, and she says, Quintius, can I help you?
Laura, evening. Hello. Quintius, yes, here to. I'm just. I say, what a smashing blouse. Sorry, forgive me. The reason I have come to see you, Laura, so Miss Skysinger, is as I'm sure you're aware, I'm heading to Ridge Station in a couple of tomorrow. Not a couple of tomorrows, just the one tomorrow. Yes, I'm going there tomorrow, and I was wondering if, first of all, and I think I already know the answer to this because I asked Jeeves earlier, and he's quite a helpful chap. I believe he's been to see you a few times. Anyway, I'll stop babbling. I was wondering if you have anywhere on board the ship where I might be able to get some rather fancy clothes, because obviously I have a part to play. But also, I was wondering if, while I was on the station, if there was anything you needed.
Laura, she looks at you, and it seems she looks at you for a long time, but it's probably only seconds. And as usual, her face doesn't give too much away. She wears the same kind of secretive half smile that she often wears, where she seems perhaps amused at a joke that only she knows. And she says, she opens the door. She says, "Would you like to come in?" And she looks at Arnold as well at the same time.
Yes, Arnold, shall we? Oh, would you like a ham and cheese sandwich, Laura? I've just been carrying this sandwich that Arnold made.
You prefer the ham and cheese sandwich? I'd like you to make a charm roll at a -40, please.
That feels
no,
fair.
-50. -50.
That
It's
also
I need
feels
to.
fair. Just a second, where's my camera sheet gone?
She looks at the ham sandwich, which is well crafted, I hasten to add. I'm going to move you on to the map.
-50. I can still make this.
Can still make this?
Oof. So close I was.
Would you like to keep that? Would you like to keep it? Or would you like to re-roll?
I think this
There's no right answer.
This late in the game. No, there's no point. I'm not going to get below that. But yeah, I won't re-roll that.
Laura looks you up and down for a moment, Quintius, and she says, "No, thank you. I've only just eaten. Please come in, make yourself."
Oh, what did you have?
What did I have?
sorry.
I had
Yeah.
it was a sandwich, a chicken sandwich.
Space chicken.
Don't
No,
give me chicken twice in the morning. 9.
Just regular chicken.
Whoa.
And she drops it down. Or it's almost like name dropping a sense. She says it casually, says it normal, but most people know. Nearly everyone on board the ship does not get chicken to eat. That's a real meat, right? And maybe she's lying, or maybe there's been chicken sandwiches in the game before.
And Anne is just going to go.
go.
Secret safe with me.
I'm going to raise my eyebrows. Oh. So yes.
Ham and cheese.
Does anyone know what chicken is anymore?
Yes.
In the grim darkness.
Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Excuse me, Laura. Would you mind if I just take a seat?
By the way.
Take a seat on one of these comfy chairs of yours.
Oh, sorry. Just Sorry. I'm still with James. Very deep philosophical question that we always. So yeah, Laura looks at you, Arnold. She goes, "Please make yourself at home. Sit yourself down. Can I get you a drink, Rika?"
Oh no, we're not.
I do have some recap. And I've got the jug I've been carrying.
Oh, yes, you are. You're still carrying this jug. It's still fairly hot. It's a big jug, right? It's a jug to go around the whole of Cell 53.
Yeah.
And most of Cell 53 weren't there. So there's still quite a large volume of piping hot coffee.
We brought our own.
No, he specifically said that he brought the whole kind of
Which I'm going to be like, oh no, would you like a recap?
Laura looked and goes, "Oh, sorry, I can't believe I didn't see that. It seems obvious now.
How did you miss
carrying
it?
around? You're carrying around 2 liters of recap. Yes, please. I'll have one of yours, Arnold. So let's see. I'm not sure.
Does Laura and Quintius take a drink? Recap when they get some from me.
I'm not having
over to the chaise. I'm just going to move you over to the chaise long, Arnold. Where's Quintius?
Awkwardly standing exactly where he is.
Awkwardly standing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to take my helmet off. Back up a cigar.
Are you you sure you want to do that?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to take my helmet off. No, I'm going to take my helmet off.
You sure?
I'm taking my helmet off, yeah. First time.
Okay, you're dead. So you take the helmet off. Obviously, nothing bad happens, of course, because you're sat in Laura's room. Of course, nothing bad happens. I'm just an
Okay, it's about time to cough in the game.
You take the helmet off. You put it down, and you light up. Do we have is it an IO stick? Let's have a look at.
Yeah.
Arnold got. I'm not sure if you have any fine cigars, sir. Let's have a look. It's just.
Oh no.
You've got plenty of IO sticks, I believe. So.
I'm going to offer Laura one as well.
Laura, she's checking clothes on one of the sides of the room. You see that she's got quite an expansive set of wardrobes and clothes that are hung up on hooks. She seems to have quite the collection. Perhaps as expansive as you've seen on the whole ship in terms of. Go on.
Would I be able to make an awareness test on the choices so I could give an opinion?
I will allow you to, but at a -30 because you're a feral worlder and you know very little fashion.
Well, it might be completely opposite then.
Now, just make a straight test, but I will amend it for the fact that you know. Let's make a straight test. Okay. So, I mean, for you, all of it looks gaudy and fancy and stupid. It's like, this is not what a warrior wears. This is not proper fashion. This is ridiculous. You don't like any of it. That's what you know about her clothing selection.
I think it should look better with a bit of fur and.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's just not. Just a bit tacky, this kind of high fashion la-di-da.
Yeah, Arnold's still yet to find a woman to make his blood race.
Yeah. I did try and come on to you with some random in the crow, but you just shot it down like you normally do. Shot it right down.
Can't even slaughter
The
more.
only woman Arnold loves is Alexa. That's all we've seen thus far. So.
Oh, he's only done some teasing with Alexa. Just because I know Johnny wants to bum me in character.
Laura walks over and she brings over a couple of shirts and she says, "I don't have much that is, that's stylish at least. That's unisex, but some of these shirts might fit." And she has like a few over her arm. Why don't you try some of these on?
I mean, that's very helpful. Thank you, Laura. I mean, Jeeves is trying to do something with the jacket, and when I get to Ridge Station, I intend to try and get some better attire. But if I am to pull off this entire facade of being a rogue trader, I need to look the part, don't I? Before I get there, not after I get there. So I'm going to have a go in one of these. I'm going to take the shirts and go. I'll take them back and try them on later, if that's okay, Ian?
Sure, as you wish. And yes, you do have to look the part. Some things are expected of you. But there's always something to be said of for pure military apparel. There's, that always seems to work.
I don't know if I could quite pull that off. Or maybe I could. Maybe it would be my greatest role. Who knows? But anyway, thank you very much, Laura. So, was there anything?
Hey, what if you?
Was there anything that you would like fetching from the station? Anything, of a personal nature?
Sorry, were you about to say something as well, Arnold?
I says, well, what if you dressed me up as a leader type? I could always take the role or shoot anybody down when you ask any questions.
Arnold, do you have any experience of trade negotiations? Any sense of real diplomacy, perhaps?
Oh, yeah, I'm a great diploma.
Okay,
a great diploma.
Tell you what, I'll see what I can find for you. Perhaps we can do a certain little something, Arnold. She heads back over to her wardrobe. And she seems to be searching for perhaps a longer time this time. And she seems to be muttering under her breath and thinking, I don't have much that seems to fit. Then she goes, perfect. What about this? And she comes back over from the wardrobe. And she has a hat. It looks... It's not purely made of fur or animals, but it's fashioned from fur, but it's not as feral as what you're used to. But she brings like a warm sort of winter hat. That out character looks a bit like some of these things that maybe a Soviet officer might wear in World War II. But it's actually quite well fashioned or quite quite well crafted. And she goes, "How about this? I think this might look the part." And she offers it to you.
You know what? But I don't really like much of this the clothes people wear around these parts, but this is the first thing I like. Thank you very much.
You take it?
Yeah, I take it and I stick it on my head.
You take it? It seems to fit.
I say, how do I look, people?
It's got these kind of sort of like ear flaps that go over it to keep your ears warm.
Well, I'm going to pin them up.
You're going to pin them up?
Yeah.
Or you can just literally chop them off. But yeah, it's no worries. So you look around. Quintius, Laura seems to have a fairly good taste in what looks good upon people in terms of clothing.
Yeah.
And you would have bet almost anything that she wouldn't have had anything in her collection. It would have suited Arnold of all people. But here she is. She seems to have pulled a little kind of a trick shot out of her collection of clothing. And it does look good on him.
It suits you, Arnold.
Yeah, I actually quite like it.
It's the first time you've seen Arnold looking vaguely fashionable.
And also, Arnold was going to be very grateful towards Laura and say, you made a fine Valkyrie someday, but it's not your path in life. But thank you very much for this.
She smiles. She smiles at you, Arnold, and you can't help but notice Laura is one of the most. She's probably the most attractive person on the ship. She's very, very pretty, and when she smiles, she can't help but have a little purchase on you if you're a red-blooded male. And,
First time in the game, Arnold's pants twinged just for ever so slight a second.
No, you definitely had a twinge with Alexa. Don't give me that. So she favours you with a smile. She says, "Oh, think nothing of it. It's going to be an important mission. I want you all to look your best." So, does Quintius? Is there anything that I need? Anything that I want from the station?
Yes.
In fact, and
Well, it's
she
just,
looks at Arnold for a second.
You've helped me out a couple of times over this last few days with a few unusual requests. Sheaves has been back and forth to see you, bringing me clothing and various other things. I thought I could return the favour if there was anything you would like while I'm out and about, so to speak.
You remember, of course, you're a man of your word. The deal that we made. I would try and keep you out of trouble, look out for you on board the ship, try and smooth your approach up the ranks, and you would give me my heart's desire?
Yes, I do remember that deal.
Of course. There isn't anything I want from the station as such, except this is really important, not just for the ship as a whole, but not just for you, but for me as well. Got a lot riding on it. We need to succeed. Can't fuck this up, Quintius. The decisions...
That's Dave laughing, not Quintius.
I know. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to keep my straight face. The decisions that you make, you and Nixius, of course, and your companions, for they will all have a half vote too. The decisions that you make...
No, they won't.
The decisions that you make will shape times to come. There are pitfalls and traps awaiting for you. But also we have a real chance to make ourselves on the ship. If you purchase resources and favour one faction or another on board the ship, then that is tactic support from the higher rankings. You can strengthen or weaken various political factions within the ship via the choices that you make. We could really get ahead here, Quintius. We could really make something of ourselves. I don't want anything specifically from the ship. I just want you to take it seriously. And if I feel I've kept my part of the bargain thus far, and I'll try to continue to do so, but I don't want anything specific. And if I do keep up my part of the bargain, then I will come and ask you to keep up yours. Seems fair?
That seems perfectly fair, Laura, yes.
Make an awareness or a scrutiny test, please, for site-based.
That matters not to me, Alan. I
Well.
have no useful skills. Awareness or scrutiny? They are both the same. I'm going to go for scrutiny. I'm going to fake point that. No, I'm not, because something weird just happened. There we go. It's even worse. I don't notice what I didn't notice.
She smiles at you again, and there's a fire in her eyes. She says to you, she says, what does she say? I'm going to have a moment now while I go for a wee and have a think about my next action.
She's dodgy as fuck.
She is the devil. What was that list?
I've been wary of her since the very beginning.
That was Dodgy Doris. Those cracked kids. Our Freya was telling us all how much she liked crack today.
You what, dude?
Our Freya was telling us all how much she liked crack today.
Crack.
Yeah.
What, she loves the crack, or she loves crack?
Yeah, she likes crack. She likes jumping on crack. She likes being on crack. It's because it was all about getting rid of a two-seater sofa, and Liz was saying no one likes to be sat on the crack. And Freya was going, I love the crack. And I was busy
Who
laughing
you
my head
know?
off because it sounded like my kid was complete druggie. Yeah.
The double
like how we
entendre
blamed
amusing you.
You what?
I said, was the double entendre amusing you?
Yeah. I couldn't help it because I'm enthusiastic to us about it. Didn't want us to get rid of the sofa.
Right.
Seek up for the crack.
Just a minute, mate. I'm just working on something.
I don't think I've got much left in me, Alan.
You've done well, mate. I'm happy that you were in the game, mate, and you were say there was a few bits where I really wanted you to be there, and you were there. So, like,
Great.
I've been looking forward to bringing back Sister Clematis. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was a bit shocked about that. I did look in the game earlier on in the week. I was at last week, and he had Sister Clematis' character up in
She's been in there. She's been in there in a while. I've wondered whether you noticed.
Yeah, I noticed her, and I clicked on her the other week and thought, why is she in there? And then it didn't click.
No, you didn't notice that she's, utterly, she's taken a little bit of a flack and damage, and I've had a play with her fucking feet a bit. Yeah, I didn't know whether you noticed. I say she's been in there for a good chunk of time. So.
Oh, okay. Nice. No, I didn't notice from the other week. It was last week, I think I noticed.
Cool. Okay, just give me a second.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, say it's 11 o'clock now, guys. So.
Well, I'm going to stop because
You
I've
can get
got
off
to
if
be
you
up.
want, mate. Yeah, no worries, mate.
Yeah, I've got to be up early towards could be. But thank you very much for the game.
Thank you, mate.
It's been a pleasure. I suppose maybe next time it's my game if we can do them all three.
Yeah, I've got some time coming off as well in between Christmas and New Year, so hopefully we can get a few games in at some point, guys. And I look forward to it. Right, so where am I with?
Awesome.
Let's see you later. Hen.
Yeah, I still got to be asked to turn my phone off. I'm pretty relaxed.
Cool. Well, if you want, stay there, mate, and I'll do my best to put you to sleep. So.
That'd be nice. I do sleep on this floor bit a lot downstairs. Furry carpet, I love it.
So Laura, she takes one of the offered IO sticks from Arnold, and
You're welcome.
she lets Arnold light it for her, and she takes a long draw on the IO stick. Quintius, you're not completely surprised. You have occasionally seen the smoke in the Crow before. She looks you up and down, Quintius, and again it seems to last a lot longer than it does. When she looks at you, you can't help but feel almost, I don't know, let's say like a. I know there's a little jolt there that Quintius is struggling quite a bit with even talking to her, right? So when she just stands there almost immobile, just looking, it can be quite difficult for him, right? So, and she draws upon the iron stick, and again she smiles a little smile. And for a moment she coughs. The cough seems to go on for a little bit longer than is necessary. And now that you think about it, we've heard a few people coughing on board the ship. Quintius. It's maybe just one of those things, right?
Yeah.
And it draws on for a long time, silence. And you also realise that there's a certain scent in her room. Again, very subtle, very exotic, and it matches the pillow that where you laid your head last night. She says to you, Laura says to you, she says, as she draws upon the airstick, she says, so tomorrow's mission, I'll be there in reserve along with the entire Department of Trade. Should you need any support, as best we can offer it, we'll be there. But mainly, I'll be handling the logistics. Let us say, if you make any trades, one way or the other, I shall do my best to support the processing of the trades themselves. Is there anything that you want to know? Have you been to? This is your first campaign, isn't it?
It is, yes. Never been on a space station before.
She goes and she smiles. She goes, "Yes, mine too. It's I can't say I've been on a space station either." She goes, "I hear that all manner of the Master of Coin." He tells me I hear all manner of varied Xenos luxuries and items can be found here. All manner of strange and wonderful items. I really don't know what to expect as to what you'll be able to buy. You're going to have to play it quite a bit by ear.
Yes, I mean, I get the feeling that it might be worth us delving into some more exotic goods from this place, from what I've heard so far. But I'm also going to be in the market for information, not just goods. So
Yes, I understand.
that's going to be interesting, I think. I mean, truth be told, I think Nixios is better suited in some regard to making the decisions regarding the trade. He's got something of an eye for it. But I'm personally quite looking forward to having a good old-fashioned haggle.
You can't beat it. I mean, even though we're discussing, millions of thrones worth of trade, thousands of tons of items, some high-tech, weird shit, at the bottom line, it just becomes a trade between two men in the moment, each trying to make the best deal that they can.
Exactly, yes. And my father obviously was in his similar business, and although I didn't follow in his footsteps, he did try to impart some knowledge on me. In fact, he once wrote a book called The Art of the Deal. It's
Did he?
Yes.
Sounds.
Yes. I never read it.
Sounds familiar, that book. I don't know if I read it.
No, I
it just
definitely
sounds
didn't.
familiar.
I went out of my way to not read it at all because he was an absolute arsehole. But yes, I wish I had right now, but I'm sure I'll be fine. After all, this is kind of my forte. Talking nonsense, that sort of thing, which is mainly what it's all about. Anyway,
sure, it'll be fine. And I think you and Nixios will make a good team as well. He's got a level head, and you've got a certain, and something.
Moustache. Anyway, no. One other thing before I go, Laura. I understand Jeeves has been to see you a number of times over the last few days, fetching some trousers for me and a few other things. Yes.
Yes, I've been trying to look after him ever since he came aboard the ship. If you recall, I had him here for quite some time. He was living in the toilet for some time. I had to hide him here until obviously you were ready to take ownership of him. He hasn't been in any trouble, has he?
No. What? I don't think so. Anyway, what do you make of him? I mean, not as a valet. I mean, he's very good at his job. He's he's always where you need him. He gets things done. He's attentive. He's well behaved. He doesn't cause any trouble, anything like that. But what do you make of him in general as a person?
Laura looks off for a moment, and again it's that smile, a half smile where she seems amused at something. You're not quite sure what. I'd like you to make an awareness test at -20. Oh, it's really well.
I'm going to do
And she says,
He is a
Oh,
treat.
Jeeves, he's harmless enough. I think he was a good pick. I think Nixius picked well. As far as I can tell, he picked the best of a bad bunch. I mean, the Twitch, that's quite off-putting, right? But
Yes.
he's competent enough. He's decent enough. He's loyal, surely. He'll make a good manservant to you, I think, Quintius. But there is something else to him. He's got a certain fire to him, don't you think? Hidden behind all those starched shirts and his awkward manner.
I don't know if fire's the word I'd use, Laura, but I mean,
No?
he did get quite upset earlier today. He was all but demanding that he came along on the mission tomorrow. I told him I didn't think that was for the best, although it might make a little bit of sense for the character I'll be portraying to have such help by my side. I'm just not sure I'd trust him enough to have him in that situation. You understand?
Seems to think for a second, and she says, "Well, you shouldn't really trust anyone on board the ship." But I think, as far as I can tell, he's spent his whole life training for this very role that he now finds himself. You are his first master. He's spent his whole life trying to become a butler.
A virgin butler.
And now you're telling him to stay on board the ship. I think it's quite natural that he wants to come with you. But should you trust him? I think he's fiercely loyal to you, Quintin.
Yes, well, all the same, I think I'll leave him behind. I don't know, there's just something about him. But, I mean, part of that might be my innate paranoia.
Is it the Twitch? I mean, you should be paranoid, Quintius, on board the ship.
Oh, yes.
It's a good reaction. Healthy. But no, leave him behind. Take him with you. I don't care.
Right. Well, fair enough. I and my silent companion here won't take up any more of your time, Miss Skysinger. I'll be off, and should you change your mind, if there is anything in particular you need, you know how to contact me.
She says, after the mission is completed, if it all goes well, if we're all still alive, we should talk then. We should talk about our deal.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, we should, because it's a little vague, really, isn't it? But still, yes, I look forward to it. Always look forward to time spent in your presence.
Arnold goes,
Come along, Arnold. It's time for your mid-morning snack. You're obviously getting low blood sugar.
Yeah, I'll have to have half a ball. Something. Maybe the doctor.
Are you going to put your clown suit on again? Okay, and then I'm going to scoot off at that point.
Cool. All right. So next up, is it Melissa or is it the infirmary for you?
The infirmary, literally all I want to do there is go and see the doctor. Hello, Dr. Festus, blah, blah, blah. Pleasantries. I'm always quite polite to Dr. Festus. I'm not really interested in role-play it out. What I want to do is I want to give him my, and I've carried this for ages, my little tin cup that's quite jagged on the edges that was my first drinking receptacle. And in that, I've got some of the white substance that I found in our room after it appeared Kara had attacked the pillow.
Okay.
I'm going to give him it and ask him if he gets a minute. Could he analyze this? Does he have the equipment to do that? And find out what it is. I found it on Kara, I'll tell him, because then he'll be interested.
Yeah, probably required test, but I'm not sure that you can fail it because I think you've got a huge rep bonus with Festus.
Because I saved his cat.
Given I know where your stats about, it's maybe so if you just want to make a roll, it's very difficult for you to
What's
not make it. Not impossible, just a D100 roll, as in like a charm roll.
a charm roll?
Keep that, or are you gonna re-roll?
I'm going to re-roll
Given
that
that
with my
it may be
last.
the last roll of the night. So
Yeah, I've got 1 fate point left, so I may as well.
Right, I'm going to head off to bed, guys.
oh, guys, we're just about to finish, mate. So
Yeah.
cheers for the
See
game,
you
mate.
all.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah, have a good
Take
Christmas,
care.
mate.
See you
Thanks
later,
for the
James.
game. Merry Christmas to you too, chaps.
And to you.
See you later.
See you later.
Okay, mate. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you made your roll, so he will take the sample, and he says, he says he's terribly busy, but he'll look at it when he gets a chance and
Okie dokie.
leave it with him. And I think so. That's where I'd like to leave it tonight. Dave will still do the bit with Melissa.
Yep.
Because it's a similar region of the ship.
Yeah.
But we can do that later on. So
Okay.
I'll leave the. I'll stop the game there. So.
Right.
Excuse me. Do you enjoy tonight's game, mate, or
Yeah.
how did it go for you?
Yeah, I did. I did indeed.
Good.
I especially enjoyed James metagaming not being able to harm the warp entities.